Nini?
Nimetoka muonyeshe.
No, nionyeshe. Davido, niko ready. Mami, I'll call you back.
No, sasa
yeah? Nimpigie.
Oh, uko na bahati.
Aya, karibuni sana, karibuni sana. Karibuni, karibuni wageni wetu, wageni wa heshima, wageni wa heshima, tunakaribisha nyinyi. Mwaka huu tuna force paka kuimba. Aya. Yeah. Sit. Welcome. Aya, karibuni sana manse, unatuambia uko wapi, unatupata kama uko wapi, unatusikiliza kama uko wapi, ni muhutasari. Tuko live manse. Sasa unatuma salamu, ni salamu mimi na kusoma, unaniambia uko wapi hivyo. Hapa kwenye studio unatupata na nahodha mkuu wa hili onyesho anaitwa Director Davido. Director Davido ndio nahodha mkuu wa hili onyesho. Tuko pale na camera 1, Korir, Mr. Korir mwenyewe, the guy from the village. Yeah? Onesi ako wapi? Camera 1, Onesmus mwenyewe, alafu pale tuko na Mr. Kevo Dope. Yeah? Atuna? Tuko na director ama? Photographer. Cinematographer. The cinematographer 1 anaitwa Onesma, cinematographer 2 anaitwa Kevo 3. Ai bwana, sasa nyinyi. Haya, tuko na cinematographer 1 Ones, 2 Kevo Dope, yani Mengele, Mr. Twaka, Kori. Sasa nyinyi wenyewe mjiseme po. Mtaka kunimaliza. Anyway, kama unatutisama watu wa Western, nasema natuma salamu pale hivyo. Norbert Ozil, pokea salamu, asante sana kwa kutune in. Tuko na Softy, stay tuned manse, asante sana. Mary Kamau watching live from Ruiru, asante sana. Dickson, stay tuned. Stay tuned. Happy Clara ndo kudonjo, asante sana. Bigi Chaji, Dapaman, hi. Doricas Maina, live from Kingongo prison.
Ni hapo tu. Unawachiwa na ma-convict. Umesikia jina prison, damu ikashtuka. Haurudi huko.
Tanteremushe. Inakuanga na flavor.
Si ati umeenda kuja kushtaki that Korir amekunywa.
Si amesikia karegesha.
Nani?
Rada. Jacinta watching live from Israeli. Jacinta anatutisama akiwa Israeli. Lilian Jalemba watching live from my house. Asante sana. Nima Ongata Rongai locked in. Masi Tura nasema mambo. Aya, poa sana. Felicitas Mutuku, Musihindu tuko live, asante sana. Boniface Musaya, asante sana. Hongo Teddy anasema watching live from Migori. Hi Obinna. Bosi wamekusalimia hapa. Mesema hi, sema tu hi tu.
Hi.
Aya, sawa. Magdalene Nyangasi watching live from Vihiga. Love you guys. We love you too. Dilino official. Moseko Koseta what Narok, hao ni watu wa Narok. Hii imekuwa ngumu kidogo.
Suleta nikufundishe ni nini? Simoseka Kereto watching from Narok.
Jina yake ndo hii.
Dillon official. What's the problem? Si niliona demu yako anaanza kufundisha kusoma.
ABCD. Hiyo najua saa hii nimeiva.
Hebu sema.
ABCD EFG HILMNO PQRST UVWXYZ.
Na vowels? Vowels? Umefunzwa vowels?
Vowels ni abakada. Abakada.
Unajua umeka na lecturer. Lecturer amechoka na wewe.
Si anacheka.
Si A E A E
O A E I O U ba be bi bo bu ka cha si hapo na nini turuke alafu tanini da de di do do after dini B C D E Isa ndio venye inaenda sijui. Lakini ni A, E, I, O, U, ba, be, bi, bo, bu, sa. Ni lecturer. Sasa lecturer hizi funza hizi.
Si wa kindergarten.
Lecturer hizi funza nini? Vowels. Lecturer anafunza hemoglobin huko.
Acha nipigie mamangu simu. Mamangu unajua ni mwalimu wa nursery. Mamangu ndiye alinifundisha nursery nikiwa mtoi. Okay. So omba sasa bado nakumbuka hizo vitu alinifundisha akiwa nursery. Haya. Acha nimpigie nimwambie akufundishe vowels. Okay. Ndio mamangu pia mobile phone yake na wachanga sijui wapi. Wacha tuombe atashika. Juu wewe unataka mwalimu wa kindergarten na huyu ndio the best. Nakumbuka huyu ndio alinianza na msingi mwema. Huyu anaweza kufunza vizuri sana.
Lakini sinajua ingine. Mame, mimomo.
That's why inapigia mamangu. Omba tu ashike. Huyu mobile phone naye anasikia tu sorry nilimisi simu ilikuwa kwa nyumba nilikuwa nje. You're like but it is a mobile phone. Ukienda nje enda nayo. Omba ashike. Akishika hivi au umeponea, umesaidika.
Kesho pia unajua. Sio pia unajua.
Kujua nini? Jashika hiyo acha nipige kwa namba yake nyingine. Kujua nini hiyo?
Sijakosea mbali sana. Senye sijui ndio unaniambia. Kama tuko na S na C. S na C. Sasa hapa kwa nini? Kama ni S tungesema sa, se, si, so, so.
Majuni C unasemaje?
Sasa ndio C.
Umeponea. Mama atapiga baadaye. Sweetheart, sorry. Aya umeponea. So ndapanga ukwe na class sasa. Mama akufanyie tuition.
Sawa.
Junior ile graduate anakufundisha vitu za graduates. Wewe inafaa ufundishe vitu za shule ya chekechea. Yeah, uli skip parts mingi. So inafaa it's only right we start from the back then tukuje na momentum.
Lakini sasa hiyo ndio kushikanisha ile kitu ulisema.
Ndio yanapiga nilikwambiaje? Sweetheart.
Yes,
Chalo nad.
sana mabangu kwaje wewe?
I'm very good, you okay?
I'm quite fine.
Okay, simu umewacha tena?
Simu ilikuwa na chaji baba na niko jikoni. Sasa ukiona nichukue ikakatika.
Aya, sasa tuko kwa live Obinna Show.
Yes.
Sasa uko live.
Oh, my sweetheart. What do you mean? Are you serious?
Yeah, you are live.
Okay, tell me.
Sasa tuko na Dapaman hapa. Unajua Dapaman?
Dapaman nilimjua tu juzi,
Sasa Dapaman aliskip kindergarten.
Why? Why did he skip?
Sasa wewe kama mwalimu wa nasari, namwambia wewe ndio ulinifundisha nasari. So nimepiga simu umfundishe kidogo. Jua jui hata a e i o u. Hajui ABCD.
Naona niliona akiload siku ile nilikutana na yeye live. Naona akiload nikashinda kama maana alienda shule kweli.
Ndio huyo sasa. Sasa nataka akuje kwa klasi yako.
Akuje kwa klasi yangu hata huku home nimefungua ECD.
Sawa. Sasa nampanga na yeye utakuwa unampatia tuition, mimi ndalipa.
Okay.
Sawa. You have a new student.
Ataanza classes when?
Oh, unaanza classes when?
Sahi.
Anasema sahi.
Admission is 2K. Hebu tuma 2,000 hapo.
Ai, mom.
Hakuna ya bure.
We bye. Bye bye.
Okay.
Aya. Sasa huyu mwalimu hajaanza hata klasi, sasa sema admission is 2K. Hajakufanyia hata test. Anyway, karibisha mgeni wetu. Leo nimekuletea mtu mwenye amesoma. Leo siku hizi tunatembea na watu wamesoma. Adi mama? Sema tu wenye unataka kusema.
You are fellow learned person.
Uko si mbali sana.
Pia kuna ile nini? Aliva.
Yes. Watu wamesoma hapa. Wewe unaona anakaa kama mtu hajasoma.
Ana maneno mingi.
Thank you. Intelligence does not have to shout.
Turu. That's true. Tani nimemwogopa naanzia wapi?
English tu. English.
Tena umeanza ile mchezo.
Si English tu, wewe siku hizi umeshajua. Ni nini nakupeleka mbele unajirudisha nyuma? Kisungu tupu. Ndio hiyo, access files.
Na
Load. Ziara mama amesema. Ndio hiyo. Good morning, sir.
Hello. Good morning, sir.
Good afternoon.
Hey. You have work well. I am Dapper man.
Dapper man, nice to meet you. It's my first time seeing you. It's my first time seeing you.
Ati?
Ni mara yangu ya kwanza kukuona. Unaelewa Kiswahili lakini?
Kiswahili niko sawa.
Hata mimi.
Lakini sasa hapa wamesema tu ni Kisungu tu fwa.
Mimi naelewa Swahili pia.
Unaelewa? Very well. Sasa naomba tu ndiposa uendelee na gumzo kwenye hili onyesho. Kuna mikakati ambayo ama ratiba ambayo inachukua mkondo wake. Huyu ni mdozi wangu. Anaitwa Obinna ama Steve Thompson Maganya. Na kwenye hili onyesho mimi
just say why we going.
No, hii ni vita ya Kiswahili. Tungoje kwa Kizungu. Anyway, naomba sana Kiswahili kinywaji, ila tuko na orodha. Tuna sharubati.
Ila tuko na
orodha ya vinywaji. Tuna sharubati, maji fufutende, expressway, still water, chai fupi, chai ndefu, na pia tuko na cocktail na mocktail. Yep.
I think I'll use water.
Water?
Yeah.
Normal water.
If you're sparkling, the better.
Okay.
Yeah.
Welcome on Obinna Show live.
Thank you.
Enjoy your session.
Thank you so much.
Okay. Sijakusalimia.
Asante sana.
Unamsalimia ukishamaliza.
Haya, turudi sasa. Huko.
Fine, thank you very much. I don't need anything as of now.
Sijakuuliza.
Nimejua hiyo nataka tuko na orodha au maji tuvutende. No. Ambia kale baeke chakula ready tukule hata after. Njaa inanimalesa.
Hata mimi nimejikasa tu.
Alafu hatu niletee mango juice. Wanaweza nitengeneza mango juice pale at least ishike tumbo.
Sawa. Acha nianze na yako mbio. Alafu mugeni. Lakini yako ndaleta 2.
Ndio ndaleta 2. Kwa nini 2?
Mbona unanisahau kwanza?
Wewe ni mimi. Do I look like scholar?
Watengeneze mango juice mbili.
Juzi kwanza nimeona video yako, scholar na dance na wewe badala uconcentrate, una concentrate on the wrong thing.
But mimi ni Mluya. Ugali kwanza.
Sawa.
Haya.
Changamuka, shajamoka. Davido pandisha. What's up, everybody? Happy New Week, Happy New Week. It's Monday, man. It's a week to get up and try and do it again. I do hope that your weekend was restful. If it wasn't, it was eventful and in a beneficial way. It was eventful in a beneficial way. If it wasn't, we have another week to try and make it better. So when this weekend comes, at least we have something planned, all right? Karibu sana. Thank you for choosing Obinna Show Live. We don't take this for granted. If it's your first time here, consider subscribing, Maze. We need your subscription. Last year, we were to get to 1 million subscribers before December. It did not happen, but we're close to. We're waiting for your subscription. Tafadhali, do the necessary. Why? Because on this platform, we educate you and we get to entertain you. All right, so buckle up. It's about to get bumpy. The guests that I'm bringing on this show, if they don't inspire you, they motivate you. If they don't motivate you, they intrigue you. They make you start thinking and behaving differently. We've just had a magician on the show. This gentleman is eating everything, including nails and bottle caps and razor blades and stones. And he says he can do much more than that. If you haven't watched that one, make a point of catching up with that one. You're on time for this particular one and the consecutive ones. After this one, I'm having Jiri and Charlotte. Are they dating? Their internet sensation on TikTok. They're doing an amazing job. I love their content. I'm their fan. I've known Jiri for a very long time. Charlotte, not so much, but I'm a fan. And after that one, we are having Mic Check podcast. We're going to be having a cross-pollination on this platform and on Mic Check as well. We're going to be talking about happenings of last year, what happened where and how and why. And we're going to just be concluding on it all. And it's going to be streaming on both platforms. Stay tuned for that one. After that one, we have Colo Blue. He was perambulating with iShow Speed. How did he find himself there? And what exactly happened? Because a lot of content creators are feeling they were sidelined. We're going to be talking about that one. And to sum it all up, Trufena Mudhoni. Yes, number 1 tree hugger, Guinness record holder coming through. We're going to be talking as well with her about that one. But for now, this gentleman, I've seen him a lot on social media. He's been on a couple of podcasts, but finally we get to host him live in person for the first time on Obinna Show Live. Makofi tafadhali. Wacha nimwite Sa. Odhiambo.
Yes.
How are you?
I'm well.
Karibu.
Yeah. You're
nice
doing so good.
Thank you.
You know,
Thank
I was trying to see if there's a teleprompter, but there's none. That is super good.
Asante.
As a teacher of journalism, that is very nice. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah.
How are you, Lakini?
Very good.
Finally on our show. You know, first of all, me I want to sound a warning to Jagero. Jagero, I don't like this tabia. You know, Jagero is new on the podcast thing. I'm not sure even if he's done it for a year.
Yeah,
but
3 years.
Jagero's done it for 3 years.
Yeah.
Jagero, 3 years is not enough time for you to start holding guests. Jagero will find amazing guests. Hanawakwamilia too. Hanawakwamilia. I've watched like 1,000 episodes of you and Jagero. Mpaka nilikuwa nasema, this is Jagero and Odhiambo. It's Jagero Odhiambo podcast. Jagero, you are warned. In this space, we don't do that. Talk to your friend. I was watching you guys whose wisdom. Nakakachina na watch. You guys are talking politics. Mara you're talking you what?
Yeah.
Mara Jagera ameleta mtu wanafanya relationship. Wanafanya niko like watu sio kuja Obinna Show live. Wapi hata Jagera mwenyewe hajai kuja hapa.
It's coming. I think it should be somewhere here.
No kwa show.
Oh, yeah.
Si unaona mnaparambule tu pamoja. Unaona? You see what I'm
It's my buddy.
kwa podcast tuko na wimbo.
Sana.
So I've been seeing you on Jagero's podcast,
Yeah.
and I really wanted to sit down with you because I've gotten a lot of wisdom in the conversations that you guys have had. Okay? You guys have tackled a number of things, and I'm always just like, man, I need to sit down with this guy, I need to sit down with Jagero, I need to sit down a number of other guests that he's hosted. And finally, and you wanasema ask and you shall find, ama you shall be given. Matthew 7:7. Karibu.
You love church as well?
I was a pastor for a very long time. And I love God. I don't love church. I love spirituality.
Okay.
Like I'm a spiritual person. I will pray. I do believe in God and the whole shebang. And I'm a pretty spiritual person. But I don't identify with one denomination at the moment.
Okay.
That I'm this or I'm not this or I'm not that. Why? I have friends who are Christians. I respect them. I have friends who are Muslim. I respect them. I have friends who are Hindu. I respect them. I have friends who are Rastafarian. I respect them, and so on and so forth. Yeah, provided you're doing what is right. Me, I don't care who the messenger is. I care about the message. Yeah, did you get the message? The message is love your neighbor as you love yourself. Love God. That's what I live by. And you?
Good. I'm an Adventist.
Ah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I worship at the Lavington SDA Church.
Okay.
Yeah.
Lizaliwa huko?
No, I was originally Catholic.
Oh, you are Catholic?
Yeah. I even went to the seminary for a few days. Then
Ulikuwa mpaka mtoto misa?
yeah, now I'm this side.
Why? Why did you switch?
I switched because of life choices, of course. I wanted to join Adventist back then when I was in high school, in a school called Gendia.
Okay.
Gendia is where SDA ilianza, Kenya nzima. Then later on in life, I joined SDA. I just found myself there. Yeah. Of course, I had a partner who was SDA.
And bibi alikuchange.
Yeah, you could say that.
Mapenzi. Alishiwa power. Akakutoa kato mpaka SDA.
Yeah, and I remained. Though I joined SDA because I really wanted to join SDA initially. So that was just an accelerator.
Why did you want to join SDA?
I love the bit of two things. One, I love the bit of fellowship in SDA, where we find teachings. You can query the Bible. You can discuss it in something called Sabbath lessons. Then two, SDA gives power to women to also preach in church. In Catholic Church, I didn't find that. And I was always conflicted. I needed to see women because my grandma is somebody who influenced my life a lot. And so I believe in women power. So when I was realizing that Catholic is not really giving the women chance to preach, they were only serving at best as Catholic nuns. I thought maybe I need to be in another space. And so the accelerator program, of course, brought me to SDA finally. Now I'm there.
So now you're at peace.
It's wonderful.
No, mama akipreach unafurahi.
Very nice. And they have a lot of wisdom, especially something called family lessons.
Okay.
Oh, amazing. We talk about everything there.
Nice.
Yeah.
We're happy for you.
Thank you.
If you found your peace, iko sawa.
I invite you to come to our church one Saturday.
Okay.
Yeah,
It's not a promise I'm making.
Yeah. I'll find you in our church. Just don't worry. You'll come.
This is what I always say.
Yeah.
If it's meant to happen,
Yes.
it will happen.
It will, I'm sure.
Because even today, maybe I'm meant to be Muslim. Maybe I'm meant to be Hindu. Maybe I'm meant to be a monk. Whatever it is.
Yeah.
Our life paths are cut out in such a way that we'll find ourselves back to.
Yeah.
Okay, like I've told you, I grew up as a Jehovah's Witness.
Oh.
And yes, I was going door to door preaching. I was baptized. I think it was November 16th, 2003. And I've done the whole shebang, we study the Bible and we do that. And somehow it has also influenced my life to a certain point. There are some things personally I can't do just because of my background from Jehovah's Witness. I'm like, no, this and this and this and this.
Like what specifically?
A lot of things.
Maybe just two.
Kindness. Like
You
I'm
can't do
always
kind-
just
you can't do
kind.
kindness, or you-
No. I
you're
can.
kind.
Like
Yes.
I always just think, in any situation I find,
Yes.
I'm always thinking kind first. I'm like, what if?
Yeah.
What if they didn't mean it? What if I'm always trying to see the goodness of other people first? So there's that part. And also the confidence that I have with public speaking. I got it from Jehovah's Witness because of preaching before the congregation, going door to door, meeting strangers. that one. Cleanliness, hygiene.
Yeah, you're very clean normally,
Yes.
always, all the time.
I got that one from there. Being morally upright. Yeah, I know we fall short of the glory. There are some things we do sometimes, but being just a decent guy,
Yes.
a decent human, there are just some things I can't do. I fear blood, still fear blood.
You can't kill somebody.
No. Me,
Unless it's accidental.
Yeah?
Unless
No,
it's
at accidental aje sasa.
Like ulikuwa unaendesha gari alafu mtu akapita.
I'm very careful. Mi hata kuchinja kuku ni tricky.
Oh, really?
Mi ndaikula, lakini nichinje kuku hivi.
You can't.
Iko sawa. Yani you came in the middle of church conversation. Kuniambia hakuna mango. Ni sawa. Avocado is fine. Hey, so we do a lot of CSR on the show.
Yeah, I realize. Oh, God.
Yeah, so there is that part.
Yeah.
Then also, I think my present fatherhood, just being responsible,
That's something
responsibility.
adorable from you.
Yeah, I also got that one from there. Then also just talking about God, because when I learned about him, it sticks with you.
Yeah.
And then when Asemanga, when you learn something, I think you remember, but when you do it, you don't forget. There's a nini of that time.
Yeah, there's something called neuroplasticity.
Yes.
The retraining of the brain systems.
Yeah.
Where you when you do something new, your brain expands to it.
Yes.
And then we always say, if a brain that has been introduced to new experiences can never shrink.
There you go.
Yeah, so like once you go to New York, you always want to go to New York. You don't want to stay in small spaces.
Small. There you go.
Yeah.
So I think that also happened. So when I got exposed to a couple of things, I've never gone back. So I'm this way. Yeah, so I might not be going actively to the church or whatever, but I know what the teachings are, and I try my best to live within them, and that one, and just be a decent human being. And many others that maybe I might have forgotten.
Right.
Yeah, then also, you know, the Adventist is not very far from Jehovah's Witness.
Of course.
They kind of mirror each other in their teachings.
We have three churches which mirror each other.
Yeah.
That's the Mormons, except for the Mormons are polygamous. They're allowed polygamy. Yeah.
I found my church, ladies and gentlemen. I found my church.
Yeah. I've worshipped with the Mormons. Yeah, I have a very good friend there. It's called Joseph Porsche. Very good friend of mine.
Okay.
Mormons are like us. Jehovah's Witness, I've worshipped with them once, twice.
Okay.
They're also like us. Then, of course, now. Our teachings are almost the same. Our style of worship is almost the same.
Yeah.
I like it. Yeah, true.
Yeah, there's also story that there used to be one. Then someone who opened the Adventist had branched off from this. A person who Mormons had branched off from this. So there's like the whole story from Charles Taze Russell and when he started and whatever, and it comes down. But anyway, a story for another day about religion. It's a conversation that if we get into, a lot of people will be but people get offended.
Yeah,
I don't know why.
We take them back to the time of Constantino.
Yeah, there you go. And people normally have a lot of people who have the blanket idea about religion. They have this thing for, don't question. Yeah. Why would you question religion? Don't question the Bible.
We call them the pontiffs and the Puritans.
They
occupy the high echelons of religion and say we are the people who are custodians of the faith, etc. Very bad people. I don't like them.
And myself, I question a lot.
Yeah.
And it's a conversation that when I get into, that's why even right now because I question a lot of things. I'm like, why? Like now you've said that thing for, why can't a woman teach?
Yeah.
What if she has the knowledge more than the men here?
Exactly.
You see, I'm the guy who will say, why can't a woman eat imondo?
What's imondo?
Imondo is a gizzard. So in the Luya...
But they eat gizzards all over.
Now they do. But in the Luya...
culture.
Well, eat a dapper man. Eat a dapper man, mbio mbio. Shout tu hapa akuje mbio. So in the Luya culture, if a woman eats imondo, bro, the whole community can stop. It's a crime.
Oh.
Ata mguu ya kuku, sijui nini. There's just some parts that the men decided and said, these are ours. Ya mwanamke sijui ni shingo na kichwa, sijui na mabawa, na si mabawa yote, sijui hapa front, sijui zile mguu za chini ni za watoto. Wacha usikie from Maluya man.
Weird stuff.
Baba kuja usikie, kuja kidogo kuna kesi hapa.
This guy.
Wewe ni Mluya
Eh,
kamili.
Saidi.
Where do you come from?
Ha?
Unatoka wapi Uluya?
Busia, Funyula, Mudomo.
So you are a Bukusu.
No, hapana. Kwa kina
Babu
babu.
Kosea Waluya are very sensitive with the sub-tribes.
Eh,
Usimpatie
No,
sub-tribe wrong.
but I've married a Luya. That's why. Yeah.
From where?
From Bunyore.
Bunyore.
Hapo Luanda.
That's my market.
London ni hapa hivi.
Yeah.
Sasa wewe ni Mluya wapi?
Busia.
Busia. Sub-tribe yako ni gani?
Sabu tribe.
Kama Watiriki, wasijui nini, wa Bukusu, we yako ni?
Yangu.
Wewe ni Mluya tu.
Mimi ni Mluya tu.
Wa Busia hapo.
Au wengine wanatoka kwetu sasa ndo.
Aya, nilikuwa namwambia zile parts zenye madema hafai kula kwa kuku.
Cha kwanza, firigisi.
Firigisi.
Asijaribu.
Firigisi is the gizzard.
Mondo.
Ndo hiyo.
Yeah.
Hiyo yenye inabebanga mchanga. Hiyo ni ya mwanaume. Msichana ama mwanamke asiwahi onja hiyo.
Kukula firigisi.
Na
Why?
no, ati why? Hiyo ni
You don't
imeumba
question.
tu.
You don't question.
Hiyo hata Muluya yote asiwahi kubali mwanaume tena iweze kuwa.
But my wife eats that thing. Yeah. In fact,
Na ni Mluya.
she makes it for breakfast.
Kwa
A lot of
Waluya,
gizzards.
kama ni msichana Muluya anajua why. Wewe ni kabila gani?
Mimi ni Mjaluo. I don't look like one. I look like a Sud, right?
Kizungu venye unakaa ni Ujaluo, lakini sasa kama bibi ni Mluya wacha akule tu.
Yeah.
Kama bibi ni Mluya wacha akule. But ukiwa kabila ingine, lakini mungekuwa Waluya nyi wote.
Oh, there's
Mungewana.
boundaries.
So afai ya kule nini?
Firigisi. Kuna hii hapa hivi sasa si kwa kuku, kuna kakitu kana kwanga hapa
The
hivi.
tail part.
Eh,
Yes.
hiyo.
You are kuli.
Asikule hiyo iko na mafuta mingi. Hiyo ni yako. Hiyo ni yako.
That is if you're eating a whole chicken.
Exactly.
You know some people don't eat like whole chicken. Some of us eat
Kuna two
chicken
parts
parts.
zenye unakula.
Yeah.
Sasa wewe si kuna kwanga na hizi mapaja ya kuku.
Yes, drumsticks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hizo ni zako.
Okay.
Asionje hiyo.
But then
Sasa yeye akule next part yenye inafuata sasa si mugundo hii. Okay, mugundo.
Mkono
hii.
ama mguu?
Ndo hii. Ni mapaja.
Yes.
Ndo hii. Sasa unaona kapati aka. Ako ndio kake.
Oh, penye wanavunja nayo ni
Kuna nyama inakapo hivi, alafu iko na mafuta.
Yes.
Hiyo sasa ndio ya mwanamke.
oh.
Wewe ukule gramu stick hizo.
Na breast ya chicken.
Kuku haina matiti.
Okay, there's a part of
iko na kifua. Kuku haina matiti. Sasa unaona ukishatoa
you ever heard of chicken? You ever heard of chicken breasts?
kuku hainanga matiti. Sasa unaona ukishatoa mabawa watoe hii nini, unakuwa sana aka kakuku sasa isa ni mugongo, alafu na hii yenye inashikanisha kifua.
The video ina buffer inaenda kispaki.
So ukishapasua kuku hivyo sasa wewe mugongo hii ni yako. Hii mugongo. Ni yako. Then sasa hii nyama
very bony.
Hiyo sasa ndio wewe ndio mwanaume.
You eat bones.
Kula ngumu. Kula ngumu. But kwa hiyo nini kuna vya ndani kama hiyo mayai. Kama ni kuku ya kike utapata kuna mayai yenye rumeivia ndani. Mwanamke asitoe hiyo ivie ndani. Atoe tu ile damu ya, lakini mayai asitoe. Hiyo ni yako.
So then if the man is kama mwanamke anakula every good part, mwanamke anabaki na hapa.
Si ni mwanamke akule hii.
What did I tell you? I just told you this thing now. Like there's some things that I question and I'm like, are you human enough? Why would you decide that ati mwanamke akule shingo, kichwa, hii hapa na hii kitu hapa?
Sasa hata sijamaliza bosi.
Okay.
Sasa kwa hiyo kuku sasa example. Wacha nitumie.
Usinitumie kama kuku.
Koti.
Si ujitumie wewe.
Sina koti. So si ni mgongo ya koti, alafu sasa kuna kuanga na hivi. Hapa kuku iko full wajakata. Wakishakata kuna hii nyama ya hapa hivi.
That's the breast.
Sio kivyo breast.
Hii hapa yenye inashikanisha kifua na mgongo, hiyo ni soft nyama, hiyo ni ya mwanamke. Hii akula enjoy. Lakini mgongo, mapaja, nini, kifirigisi hiyo ni yako. Miguu, shingo, hiyo ni ya watoto.
And this is it's a, I don't know how to put it. It's a culture that is shared across all the subtribes of.
Mnafundishwa ama mna
like wale wote walikubaliana
tu wote.
You know something interesting Obinna is like most Luyas don't get each other in terms of language. Hapo kwa kuku wanakubaliana.
Tuko na Waluya wenye na ugali.
No, it's interesting.
Unaona ukipata Muluya Maragoli, Muluya mwenye anatoka Maragoli.
Yeah.
Unaweza
Maragolis are not Luyas, Maragolis are Kisses.
No.
They're Kisses.
No.
I can go with you to the genealogy. Genealogy like
ataita majini.
Like wametoka wapi?
Okay, kuna Wamaragoli wenye tuko mixed na Waluya.
Yeah.
Sasa Mumaragoli ukiongelea chai mtaelewana. Chai.
The tea is theirs.
Chai tu ni yao, binika tu, mtu anamaliza chai binika ama 10 liter.
Brika ama binika? Brika like
that. Ya mkono
kettle.
Hivi.
Brika.
Hiyo.
Okay. It's not binika, it's called brika.
Sawa mgeni. Sasa mali kuna vitu mingi hatuelewani, lugha, matamshi, lakini kwa kuku na ugali hapo tuko kimoja kabisa.
That's very interesting. When unatoka, can you listen to mnaelewana nani na Mnyore?
Mnyore tunaelewana, tuna lugha yenye Wanyoro anaongea na Wabukusu tunaelewana. Lakini ukuja hapa, alafu pia vituko ndio inafanya saa zingine hatukubaliani. Vituko.
Like kuna vituko kati ya the subtribes.
Sisi kwetu naweza huwa mtu juu ya ugali. Umeona? Naweza.
You know about those things in news?
Iko.
Like why would you kill somebody because of ugali though?
At why would be?
It's a wrong question. You're asking the wrong person. Yeah, amesema he can.
Like why would you kill?
Mbona uwe mtu
ugali?
Mbona acheza na ugali yangu? Ni kama tu wewe mtu wa mesi na kisungu.
No, mnaribi kizungu saa zote hatujawaua.
Yeah. The queen is standing in her grave.
Okay, ni venye tu Waluya kuna venye tunaheshimu ugali.
But it is fine. Nilikuwa nakuita tu hiyo pati ya kuku.
Okay.
Thank you.
Kwani umeshapiga?
That's interesting.
Yeah. So,
yeah.
I question a lot, and questioning a lot is what sometimes puts you in problems with people who are not open to change. Because you know, every time I sit down with different guests on this show, I learn a lot of new things. I'm like, hey, okay. I'm like, oh, this is that, this is that, this is. So I have a lot, and my brain expands, and I shift my life accordingly. There are people who are not willing to do that. For example, you find like old Luya guys, they'll tell you the theory. Maybe he's not even explained it well, but wanakwambia story ya kuku. Pana, usiulize swali. Wewe usijaribu kukula kuku. But you'll have other Luya guys who will be like, no. You ilikuwa mambo ya kitambo. Same as Luo, you'll find Luos who still ngoa the lower teeth.
Lower teeth.
And you'll find Luos who don't circumcise.
Yeah.
Like, sisi tulitengenezwa na foreskin, tunabaki na foreskin. And then you'll also find Kikuyus or Luyas who they must circumcise. If you're not circumcised, they consider you not a man enough.
Yeah.
Just because of a foreskin.
Yeah, it's a rite of passage.
Yes, as if the foreskin has anything to do with your intelligence.
Somehow, it's imagined.
Yeah, some people imagine that it does, but let's be logical.
Especially politically.
Yeah. But now, when you talk biologically, the foreskin of your penis and your brain,
there's no nexus.
There's no whatever. But there are people who believe so. And even this conversation I'm saying now, even it will take its own path on TikTok and Facebook and whatever. So when I sit down with people I have, but now we have people who are so closeted and they don't. So that is why talking sometimes is tricky.
You know that there's a book I like reading. This fellow is called Adam Grant.
Okay.
Adam Grant wrote a book called Think Again.
Okay.
In that book, he talks about the types of thinkers. It's something I like talking about because it points to us what kind of thinkers we are. One, Adam Grant says that people who think like preachers. Gospel truth, like what he said is the law. You don't negate it. That's it. Then the people who think like politicians, they want to please everybody. All right? A politician will lie to gain your favor. Then he'll correct it later somewhere else. They will, majorly the people pleasers. Then we have people who think like prosecutors. Ushaona wase wengine unaongea nao, even you are agreeing with them a point. Nasema, hata si hivyo, wacha nikwambie. You are even agreeing with them what they're disagreeing with you. But they're still disagreeing with you for agreeing with them. Yeah. People think like prosecutors. These type of three thinkings are very weird because they then cloud our thinking. Then we have the best type of thinking, which he says, and I agree with him. It's called thinking like a scientist. Because you open your mind. He says, embrace open-mindedness, okay, where anything can happen, and where he says, there is no future. Mm-hmm. There is no future. It is created. Mm-hmm. If you don't create it, it will occur upon you. Like you don't take initiative and say and tell the team, hey, we're going to record on 19th from 1 p.m. to 9 p.m. Yeah. Then the future will happen to you. But if you take charge of it, then in that creation, you must keep an open mind where things can happen differently. Because scientists test today differently. Tomorrow the result comes differently and say, okay, we tested a new sequence and it resulted differently. So wase wengine wenye nakuwa close-minded, me, if I see them, I'll treat them like those magazine takataka. Yeah, there's a whole book about it also called The Law of the Garbage Truck. If you see a garbage truck, don't take it. There's a book called The Law of the Garbage Truck. You've not
I'd like to read that one.
There's a book called The Law of the Garbage Truck.
I'd like to read it.
It's yellow cover. I'm just forgetting the writer, but it's in my phone. The Law of the Garbage Truck. It says, if you see a garbage truck, don't take them personally. Wish them well and let them pass very fast. Because if you absorb the smell or the stench of a garbage truck, it's going to affect how you will experience life that particular day. So yeah, watu wengine mimi nikiona wakireason hivyo, okay, sawa, pass.
Yeah. That book for thinking, I think, inafaa ongeze chapter ingine hapo ya non-thinkers.
Yeah, it's also there.
We also have people who just don't think.
They don't think. Yes, there. Types of thinkers. It will tell you. The people who don't think.
Type of non-thinkers, also type of thinkers.
You know, thinking is very painful.
Anaona tu kitu tu, amesha your quarter, like, you just sit down and think.
Yes.
Is this real? Is it possible? Is it? Most of them are in Facebook. Facebook, iko na non-thinkers. Unaangalia tu mzee kuzi. Like, bro, is it painful to think?
They're automated. It's called automation.
Man!
Yeah, they just respond on impulse. They don't process nothing.
And then they don't even think about what they're about to say or do. And this thing has put people in a lot of problems.
Right.
Especially people who are in relationships and especially marriages. I've seen it so much with people who are, I would call them impulse people.
Yeah.
Kitu imefanyika na shakela mtu kofi bam nini ama sharusha glass ama nini kama sasa unaona ude mamechoma jamaa na maji moto Busia.
Yeah, there's a lady called actress somebody.
Yes.
I saw it, yeah.
Amechoma usia na maji moto, and now you know her life, if we now follow the law, you know her life is done, because now she needs to be arrested and taken to jail.
Assault.
That's assault.
In fact, aggravated assault.
Yes, an attempted murder. That is attempted murder because what if he
died? The guy, I don't know what the percentage, but I saw the guy is really banned.
Is so much, yeah. So if she paused and thought and said, nikimwagia maji akikufa, what happens to me?
Yeah, they don't process.
Then ata akiumia, nikishikwa, what? Like, think of the whole process and then.
Or even the Jama who recorded the other lady who was.
Yes.
I don't know what's his name.
There's
an American. It's called who? Opande. That guy did. You see that and you just realize this is not a thinker completely, because how do you record a girlfriend? How do you record a girlfriend?
I've done a video about that story. I'll post it. I've not got a time to post it. And we've also spoken about it on our show, Riba, airing on Wednesday. And I've covered a very wide scope about it. So let me just summarize. Okay, let's start with your end.
What I think is
who do you think is at fault?
Both of them are at fault.
Correct.
Because in my mother tongue, we say, Isayo Guang, both people are guilty. Because the lady, knowing this guy is married, and then on first day, you go for a date and you get drunk excessively. I don't want to victim blame, but that shows somebody does not take care of themselves, then
Respect.
yeah, there's no self-respect, self-value, self-worth zero. That's why I always say men don't date women who can't afford their fares. You can't always afford pesa bolt. Why are we dating? First of all, you must afford yourself, then we can meet.
Okay.
Then the man is also at fault. I always say, Obinna, don't, if you never want anything to leak, don't record it.
True.
Avoid the camera completely. Sasa when you record, maybe alitumia tu beshte yake mwingine tu beshte, ni aje Obinna, hebu cheki. Then the gentleman, people are mysterious and mischievous. Akatuma. I think both of them are wrong. And the man bears the greatest responsibility. On this one, I know many people will not agree with me. But because I believe men deserve to lead the community or even our sisters, and there's a way that responsibility is bestowed upon us. It should not, that video should not have leaked. Should not have been recorded. Unaweza kula tu kitu yako pole pole, eating manners. Pole pole bila ku broadcast.
Okay.
That was a little bit off for me. Both of them are wrong.
Okay.
And there's no need of sijui watu waende court, sijui nini. I don't think so.
Okay.
Wavutane tu.
So for the video that I recorded, this is what I said.
Yeah.
If you watch the video to its entirety, from the beginning till the end, and you remove emotions, and you reason logically, we have a few people who are very guilty in that video. Number one is Opande, number two is the woman, number three are the people watching, the people, the Opande's
Around,
friends,
yeah.
and the woman's friends. Number four is the establishment and its management.
Where they were hanging out.
It was a public space, a restaurant, a pub, wherever it is, daytime. This happened, no waiter, nobody came and told them, hey, we don't do that here. That is indecency. Okay? Yeah. When the video starts, the woman sexually assaults
The
Opande.
man. I saw that.
She touches his member and says a lot of things and whatever. And the man is like, no, not now. Go drink, go do whatever. Nini, but the man was also entertaining it. Oh, my wife is coming. You'll be found. Nini, 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 nini. I remember even the man in the video, the man even telling the friend to be, I think, part of it. And the woman says the friend can't erect or something. She said it in the video. Watch the video. Logically, put emotions aside. And the friends, instead of telling the woman, stop what you're doing, Amo Opande, stop what you're doing, they're there, they're pretending like they mind their business because probably Opande was paying the bill. And then as it goes on, now it shifts. Now Opande is now the one doing the sexual assault towards the lady.
You're now undressing her.
Undressing her, doing whatever. And the friends are still silent. So they're also as guilty as.
Opande alikuwa analipa bill.
And the lady does not walk away. She's still there. Whatever. There's a part for intoxication. It's the responsibility of the people around now to take care of this lady. Which this lady could have walked with a friend, or because, like you said, it's the first time. Then you're just showing up.
Yeah. You should work with an immigration officer.
True.
Sure.
Someone to now guide and say, hey, kuna le mabisho wewe, no, nani mami, no,
Yes,
toke sa pombe yako ime, to ukali. So, in this video, I see people prosecuting Opande, but everybody in this video is guilty.
I agree.
There's Opande, there's a woman, there's Opande's friends, there's a woman's friend or friends, there's the establishment, and the people in the establishment.
And worst of are the people who are now sharing it.
And the people also sharing
Because we
it.
always say a wise, rumor dies in the ears of a wise man.
There you go.
Yeah. Wao
Wanaendelea kushare ati, oh my God, ona hii, ona nini. And now the problem that most people are blaming Opande is even the wrong problem. They are blaming him for recording. But remember, the problem is not recording, it's the whole act.
Yeah.
Bro, right now, if I kill someone in this washroom, the act is the scene.
It's the scene. It's the
But someone say, unamuana, una record aje. So when I'm prosecuted because of...
At least you're keeping the evidence.
You get? So, the problem is the whole situation. It could not have happened in the first place.
Yeah.
Because even how they were engaging, Opande didn't respect himself. the woman didn't respect herself. Opande's friends didn't respect themselves, and they don't respect each other.
Or even, or even
Bro, you and I, if we are together and something like that starts happening, come on, I'll go like, hey, bro, man. Yeah, so you guys get a private space and do whatever. But at it, nini, anambia si ufanye kidogo nini, I'm like, ah. So I hated the whole video. I don't like it. I try not to use the word hate. I did not like the whole video and everything that happened in the video. And like you've said, I also don't think it has gotten to the prosecution part. I think they should sit down and figure something out. Okay? And Opande needs to do better.
Yeah.
The lady in the video needs to do better. The friends who are there with them need to do better. And us as Kenyans, we need to do better. How? How we talk to our friends, the things we tell them, and the things we do. If your friends think doing the thing that Opande was doing was cool, they'll keep doing it and tell you, bro, unajua maze jana.
Enablers.
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 So we are enablers of all of these negative things that are happening in the society, and we cross our fingers and start pointing at others because their sin is public.
Yeah, we start enjoying the show.
Most of us do even worse in private.
True. True.
So while we're doing that for Opande, let's do the same for the whole team. And then let's also look for this other lady who has also done Chomad, the guy in Busia, and so on and so forth.
Violence against men.
Yes.
Eish.
But you know, nowadays,
Horrific stuff.
I feel there is a gap that is no longer there for mentorship, both for men and women.
Right.
Back in the day, it used to be there. Especially, I think the Kambas used to do it a lot, where the grandmothers would sit with their daughters and tell them how to behave like a lady, when you're married, kungoja boma, kufanya nini. Back in the day, I remember even Luos used to have it, when they would have a disagreement, you'd see your mother or your mother's sister would go sit with their mom, they'll go to the grandmother, they'll talk something, then they'll call the elders, they'll talk, and then now something will be. Nowadays, that is not there. Because we all know, mi nimejua, wewe umejua.
Nimesoma.
Ula amejua, mi nimesoma. Then we're all empowered, Maka. We've embraced the Western culture. Maka, the things that are supposed to protect us, like now the undergarments, ladies are no longer wearing them.
Yeah, it's fashionable not to wear.
Yes, and the ones who are wearing them have changed them. Now, excuse me, kawaya tu.
Wire.
It's wireless. Badala ifunike nini inafunikwa na nini.
Okay.
And you're like, that is not the purpose of this thing. Unajua hata kamisi siku hizi watu wavai. Unajua kampuni ya kamisi
ilifunga.
Hata ya bra inaenda ikikufa. And they don't understand the purpose of the camisole. The camisole had a very important part. And the undergarment also had a very important part for hygiene. But most people say, misi vangi, nini. And they're like, for hygiene wise, you need it.
Yeah. You need it. You need to have it.
But because we have the elderly ladies who are no longer talking to the young women and tell them, hey, listen, the reason why you wear undergarment is not for the men.
Yeah. It's because of for your own.
It's for your own hygiene. Because we know that ladies have some discharge and so on. It's a long story that I've had with my daughters, and I don't think I'm going to have it on this show because that's not the reason why I invited you. We're just bantering on what this happened.
Of course.
But there is a gap. There is a gap.
Mentorship gap.
Boy child.
It's huge.
You do a lot of public speaking classes, mentorship. What is that one thing that you figure that is really ailing boy child? Because even for Pande to do all this, there's something that was not okay.
I think largely it is the extreme feminization of men. There is what I call soft parenting that most parents have done. And allow me to say this with a lot of care, that most men who come from single mother-led families are often raised quite interestingly. Because if you look at the data from American prisons, and if we can now cascade it even to Kenyan prisons, because I know they're different, but you look at 60% of black men jailed, incarcerated in America, are from single mother-led families. It's not to blame single mothers, but I want to blame the men for leaving these children without proper fatherhood. Because women naturally nurture, all right? in their nurturing, they don't discipline much, except African moms of our ages. Okay. Our Gen Z hawezi piga. Our Gen Zs wanasimama na mama yao. I see them stand with their mothers and talking back. Kama ni mama yangu ni stool kwa kichwa. Pap. You won't respond.
Kaka saade.
Kaka saade. You know, you're beaten with stools, nyaunyo, etc. So there's that bit of very soft parentage where the mothers are trying to overcompensate for whatever could be a gap. And this gap could be, oh, the father is not present or something. Or she feels like there was a mistake that happened and now she has to step in 2 times. And in most instances you find, and I'm sorry to say this, that some of these mothers end up pseudo-dating their children, where you over praise a child. You cannot hold them to account. In fact, in case anybody tries to hold them to account, you swing in with a lot of bitterness because you're being over-defensive towards a child. Now, this one has led to one of the imbalances, especially of the new generation, especially the ones who are younger than us. I've seen that a lot in them. Secondly, of the children that I've trained, one thing, and this is not in the public speaking, this is the mentorship. I ran a program called Linda Kesho with Mama Ida Odinga, the whole country. One of the things that was coming out clearly was that there was a pure imbalance between the empowerment of women and empowerment of men. Women have been over-empowered, and that is the truth. Because everything you look at, it is women empowerment. You talk about affirmative action, it is women. You talk about grades za kwenda university, it is women. You talk about DEI, even wherever it was recently, it is women who are being given the upskill. I am a supporter of women, don't forget that. But I'm also a supporter of equality, that let women get what they deserve. I truly believe that, yes, let's give them an affirmative action platform. But if it's an affirmative action, can we make it equal? If it's an affirmative action for women, let's have affirmative action for men. Because if we are promoting the issue of unfair salaries, for example, so we want fair salaries at the workplace because women earn, they say, up to 20% lower. And they say women who do makeup earn up to 5% more than those who don't do makeup. Such stuff. So if they can go granular and even analyze makeup and how women earn, then they forget the bit that men are also mistreated in terms of salaries at workplace. Even opportunities in school. Today, if scholarships come, automatically, even in your house, Obinna, today, and sorry to say this, of your children, if you find scholarship opportunities, which one who will you give those scholarship opportunities first?
The sharp one.
You're not being genuine. You'll give the girls.
No. You mean my house?
Yes.
You have to earn your place. They
Okay.
know. I have favoritism though,
yes,
in my house, even how I'm parenting my son and how I'm parenting the girls. The reason is this. I'm teaching my son to understand the world is not a nice place for men, and he needs to be a gentleman. However, he needs to be hard because that's the way the life happens. I can't give the same toughness I give my son to the girls because I understand they're feminine. And I understand now they need a different type of nurturing. The way I treat Akina Lola is the same way I treat Liron. So not happening.
So you see that one of yours is very different. Most people, when they get a chance for scholarship, for example, their children, let's say 3 children, 2 boys, a girl, and then there's a chance for scholarship to go to the US, the girl will get that first. But then the man is expected, you know what? Life is tough. Utangangana. But it's not fair. And so most men who are the way they are today, I believe strongly is because of this unfair empowerment. And also men are not trained to deal with empowered women. Today, even in the dating scene, though I left, but in the dating scene, if you look at it, you will realize that most of the people who are now even going for the men are actually the ladies. And you hear them saying, hakuna wanaume. And it's becoming a thing, hakuna wanaume. Whereas the men are there, but hakuna wanaume. Why? Because men haven't been trained to deal with an empowered woman. True. Because how do you deal with a woman who is earning, let's say you are earning 600 Gs, and the woman is earning 3.2 million? How do you deal with such a woman? It becomes difficult. Because then you would want to compete. You want to say, you're earning 3.2, so let's be logical. You know, you need to pay a bit of the rent as well and take care of the children.
Like, no, my money is my money, you're the man.
Exactly.
Be the man.
Exactly. And even if, when the woman says, okay, I have the money, let's take care of the family, then you as a man, what do? You disappear. Because you're earning 600 and the woman is earning 3.2, so you just, there's a level of empowerment towards men that needs to happen, and maybe people like you are very influential, can organize such forums where you talk to, especially these university students, because they're the ones who are transitioning, so they know when you meet a powerful woman, how do you handle her? It is not, if she's empowered and she has the money and she has a type of a voice where she can talk confidently, usiogope, usikwe, sasa you give in, you know, you must still remain a man and provide leadership, because in some relationships, Obinna, you don't have really to come in with the money per se, you can also come in with leadership.
But now the problem with that is a lot of empowered women don't need leadership because they're also leaders. Some even call themselves kings.
They call themselves kings.
Kings, yeah.
It's delusional.
Yeah, they say I'm not a queen, me I'm a king also, whatever. So you're with this woman.
That's delusional. That's akin to saying you're LGBTQI.
Yeah. She's working, she's doing a good job. She went to a school, graduated, Nini, top of her class. She's a boss in her workplace. And you also are a boss in your own space. And you guys meet. She wants you to meet them 50-50 in matters that favor them. For example, amwezi toka job na kupikie. Na kupikiaje, mi si mboch wako, si you get a mboch. Okay? Mi siwezi kukufulia, tafuta washing machine, utafute auntie aweke hapo. Mi siwezi kukuletea food kwa meza, na kuletea food kwa meza aje. Kwani mimi ni mfanyikazi wako, mi siwezi kutandika bed. Mimi natandika bed aje. Okay? Aya. Rent, we ni mwanaume. Lipa. Lazima ulipe rent. Na nyumba inafaa ifanyiwe shopping.
Though I agree, men have to pay the rent. That one
No.
I have no doubts over.
Now, we are not talking about the normal setting.
Yeah.
The normal setting is your understanding and my understanding where the man
Takes charge.
needs to take charge and lead.
Yeah. Yeah. It's your
Okay?
family.
It's your family.
Yeah.
But it does not now mean dictatorship.
Of course. That's right.
You discuss with your partner and you guys agree on what you're doing together. But now we have these people of it is her way
Oh, no way.
or the highway. Ukikuja na yako hapana, unaingia kwa nyumba saa 4 usiku, yepe anaingia saa 4 usiku.
You know what I think, Obinna? I think love is a service, and love in the context of what it is referred to
Yeah.
as where people wanapendana. Okay. If you go granular and don't understand love, I say it's service. It's
It
me
is.
offering to serve my partner.
There you go.
And a few things that I still find exciting. For example, I should not have said this. I know I'll be skinned for it, but let me say it anyway. My wife is a very powerful girl. Where she is, I see her ordering people left, right, and center.
Okay.
But the first woman who ever washed my hands, hivi, na maji hivi, is my wife. I was even surprised. I was like, is this a joke or something? The first time she did it. Then there's no day from the time we met that I've ever gone to the kitchen and served food. There's no day.
Yeah, okay. Kumbe wako.
But she's very, very serious. One day you'll interview, I'm very certain.
Ndajua ni ama sitajua.
Ndakuibia secret. But she does that. And for me as well, there are things where she has learned. And perhaps, I think there's an age issue where men should not marry before the age of 30. Should not. Kama hujafika 30 wewe achana na maneno ya ndoa. And a woman should not even try before the age of 26 or 7. Because it, yeah. You agree with me, right?
I said that today.
Oh, good. Yeah.
I said it today.
Yeah.
I shot it. I think it's on Riba or it's on Riba.
They should not try it. Because whenever that happens, one thing comes to be. A woman who is not yet 25, the prefrontal cortex, hapa, kipaji, haija develop. And your inhibition, your capacity to decide, kuweka break, happens when your prefrontal cortex is fully developed. And for a woman, it happens at 25, others 23, some mature earlier. For men, it happens much later, at even 35, some 40. That's why men are able to be risky. Women are not very risky, okay? So marrying below the ages of 25, 26 for a woman, and a man before 30, big mistake. Because you will regret for the rest of your life. For the rest of your life, it will be a very painful. And I know the audience that is watching, some of them can identify with what I'm saying. Because, Obinna, any person who is not yet 30 has no experience. That's why I look at it. Mimi naangalanga mtu yuko below 30 kama mtoto. Hakuna kitu najua. Wewe maisha hajakutwanga mpaka ukasoma. Wacha next kusoma kitabu hii. Umesoma ile yenye wisdom.
Experience it.
Yeah, imekuingia. So once you hit those ages, you'll be like, you know, this competition of men being what and women being what just dies. It's like, oh, we are friends. Let's serve each other. In fact, that competition, why not die?
Not met a 20-year-old girl who tells you, niko 20 lakini mimi niko mature.
That is the
Mimi na
first.
reason car 27.
That's the first sign of me getting out.
In fact, marafiki wangu wote
Yeah.
ni watu wako 20, wako ma 30s, 40, 50. Usinione niko 20.
Oh, wait. Nilienda kitambo.
That's the first sign of immaturity.
That's the first sign of maturity.
When you have to
Claiming
announce.
maturity. Yeah, when you have to announce it.
When you have to claim and announce it.
Yeah.
Ni kama mlevi anakuambia, bro, mimi nimelewa kweli. Bro, mimi sijalewa.
Exactly.
Mimi sijalewa, msifikirie nimelewa. The minute you have mentioned, you go like,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah. That's it. So it's
There
like,
you have it. You know, I've been speaking about this many times before. I've been telling ladies, before you decide to get married, upite 25.
yeah.
Between 20 and 25, build yourself. And I'll be telling men, before you decide to move in with any woman, usijaribu chini ya 30. Either before you make anybody pregnant,
Right.
ama whatever. Figure 30, then figure it out.
Yes.
And I tell them this thing all the time. I don't tell you this because I know more than you. It's because I've made more mistakes than you. And I know hapa ni noma. Hii ni noma, hii ni noma, hii ni noma. This one is better, nini.
Yeah, you're more
People never
impulsive
listen.
below 30. Very, very impulsive.
Very impulsive.
That's why you can tell a 23-year-old girl, twende club, and she'll, hey, twende. But you tell a 30-year-old, twende club, anakwambia, by Saturday nimechoka, nataka kulala.
Ama nakwambia tunde club nini nafanyika?
And you know, exactly. Nini.
Hiyo club kuna wako?
Yeah. And even they choose. Ukimwambia sijui twende club gani, anakwambia, no, twende to lounge.
Twende, exactly.
Yeah, go and sit and just,
Yeah. So it is also another interesting long conversation that we might plan and have.
Yeah.
And also the part for love. And I've spoken about it as well. My idea of love, you just said it. Somehow you're just mirroring and repeating what I've said and what I believe in. I believe love is a service.
It's a service.
What is love? Love is to give. I want to take care of you. I want to spoil you. I want to provide for you. I want to protect you. That's love. Ikifika point where I'm taking,
That's off.
it's not love.
It's not love.
It's
Able
not
to
love.
repeat your point?
Ikifika point where I'm taking,
Yeah.
love imeisha.
Ladies should listen to that very carefully. Once a man starts taking from you,
Yes. That is why they always say, hata dem, kama amekupenda ni ngumu sana kuombe do. Dem anaweza kuwa amekwama level gani? Akasema, lakini kimomba do, ajui ataanze aje. Mpaka endo kuzile za, na si ilikuwa uende salon. No, ndaenda tu, najua mpaka unampatia na pia ukimpatia sangine pia a feel. Lakini ile, babe, nitumia nywele, babe, nitumia makucha, babe, unajua rent yangu, babe, bro, you are being used.
extraction.
You are being exploited. Unafikiri amekupenda, akupendi.
Hakuna.
Bro, you are a means to an
Kwanza
end.
dem akikupenda, chenye najua na madem, akikupenda sana sana ile ya ukweli, hata ikuomba do. You just find yourself giving because I mean, why would she ask for money? You just find yourself giving her.
Yeah.
And plus utakuwa umemuuliza day one, hey, rent yako ngapi, unaishi wapi, you know? And you look at her style yake, unajua manguo zake si za nini, si za inama boutique.
Yep.
Yeah.
For the givers here, just know that takers don't have limits, and so does givers. Givers also don't have limits.
Yeah.
So it's normally a very tricky thing
It's a
to know.
tragedy.
It's a tragedy.
And the two
Until
clash.
mwisho unakaa unasema, wait a minute. Yani nilikuwa nimenyolewa hivi.
Yeah.
So before you're 30, gentlemen, and ladies before you're 25, as we sum this up, there's a conversation I've always had about pregnancy. Let me see what your thoughts are. At what time should a lady get pregnant?
Well, pregnancy should be by choice.
Yes.
Though there is a biological reality that ladies live with.
Okay.
My wife is a medical researcher, and so I've been privy to this. It's not that I know it. I've been just privy to whatever she's been discussing. The ladies are born with their eggs, and as they age, the eggs zinaisha. So whenever they experience their menstruation, etc., then eggs zinakuwa flushed out. So by the time wanafika 35, they start reducing the viability ya kuzaa.
Okay.
Healthy offsprings. Yes, they can still give birth, but healthy offsprings reduce. The same to men. So, men want to give birth mpaka wakwe wazee. The more you age, the less your sperm becomes better or of good quality. So maybe by 35, nafaa at least ameshapata mtoi ama ashamaliza. I don't believe also in your like Ohiambo where you want to just give birth rather. You must also plan if it is 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 or even 10.
Okay.
I don't believe 10 from one person though. They can be from 2 different people. But
Wanga wale 5'5".
yeah, 5'5".
I'm a 6'4".
Yeah, plan. The best time for me is when a lady has her own money that she can take care of herself.
Now you're talking my language.
And that is when majorly is between 26, 7, 8, 9, 30, 31, 32, 33. Hapo.
Okay.
Ikifika sawa kama kuna exceptionals wenye maybe wanaingia marriages za pili etc, so wanataka new bonds etc, 37 hapo 6 sawa.
Okay. So this is normally my analogy. I always say ladies get pregnant when you're ready mentally and financially. Simple as that. If you feel you're ready mentally and financially now, you feel it's tomorrow. Because ukimwambia anambia no, unajua mimi nataka ni grow na watoto wangu, unajua mimi sitakupata watoto wangu nikiwa mzee.
Mental is more important.
If you are ready mentally,
mental is more
za.
important. Yeah.
If you're ready financially, za, because that man might or might not be there,
Now,
you should be ready too.
Na zam to for yourself.
There you go. Peter Ireri Mwaura Njuguna. Bro, I used to code at 21. How do you know people mature at 30?
He used to code. Regurgitation of information is not excellence.
Coding is not wisdom.
Will never be.
It's knowledge. Ati maze mimi naweza kuendesha gari nikiwa 7 years old maze. What do you mean? It's a skill.
Yeah.
My son learns coding. He's 14.
Yeah.
When he's 21, he'll be doing something amazing.
Yeah.
It does not mean when he's 21 now he thinks like he's 30.
This
Just
is called
because
Robolox or Robowatch?
Roblox.
Roblox. Does your son do that?
Yeah, all of them including Lola. Nowadays all kids play Roblox.
Yeah, yeah.
Sasa zote tu, we're chatting in Roblox. Nani ingi hapo niko
I
kwa
find it
room
very
sijui gani.
interesting.
I don't understand it.
Yeah.
Na wanawatching mpaka kwa YouTube. Unaona mtu anakimbia anagonga kitu.
Yeah.
I'm like, muna watch? And dad wewe utaelewa mazi. I'm like, yeah, it's true. Sielewi.
Yeah.
But sorry for another day.
Right.
Okay. Now,
Yeah.
the reason why I invited you specifically, I wanted us to cover a couple of things. There's so much that is happening in this country, and we're just gonna try and poke holes hapa kule kidogo. So before we get into the political side and the country and what is happening on the Nyota program, I know you've seen that. And let's talk about Homa Bay kidogo, Wanga, the whole team. And let's talk akina Magwanga, the rest, Boyd Were, Otete. And let's come and talk about Kindiki kidogo. And let's talk about the president. You support the president.
Of course.
Yes. When mtu wa two-term?
Not really two-term.
Yeah.
I support the stability of the state.
Okay, you support the
Stability
of the state.
Right.
Yeah. So I want us to talk about the president. He's been launching a couple of projects, and a couple of people are questioning them. Will it happen? Will it not happen? There are also some projects that have been launched that also have some very serious debts accrued and mounted onto them. Guys are like, it's a good thing, but in the next 100 years, we're going to learn. So we're going to be talking about that one as well. And we'll talk about a bit about the Luo's proximity to power.
Right.
We have this battle for tuko kwa government, sisi tuko inje, sisi tuliwachwa na baba ndani, sisi tuliwachwa na baba inje. Winnie just did a
good thing yesterday.
A conversation yesterday, and Winnie was like, Amnitishi. And a day before, other people had spoken about threats for people saying, oh, this and that. Like ODM is also having a situation. Let's talk about Baba, the factor that now we don't have Baba in ODM and all that. But before we get into that, your accolades. There's someone who's interacting there for the first time. Anasema, oh, melele muna amevaa tu kofia hapo, unajua. Labda ni kasipul. I know.
All right.
So tafadhali wale wa kujui kamera ndio hapa pia wakujue kidogo.
Yeah, so my name is Odhiambo Otieno. I am a communication professional. I do train people in public speaking. That's my late found love. Is what I do for a living. But at large, I'm a communication consultant. I do run a PR firm. Am I allowed to mention the PR firm?
Yes. See, it's your PR firm, bro.
I'm careful.
Market yourself.
Utanitumia tax.
Na kutumia tu ka invoice nasema okay, marketing.
All right. I run a PR firm called Arthur Swift Communication Limited that does full service PR. And what we do basically is to draft campaign plans, execute campaign plans, and most importantly, help people with managing their image. Okay. I've been a lecturer at Maseno University, a part-time lecturer, since 2017. I've also worked with quite a number of people here. I've been the press secretary to Mama Ida Odinga for 6 years. I've worked with Professor Ojenda as his manager. You know, Professor Ojenda is the senator for Kisumu.
Yeah.
Yeah. And a list of other many people who have helped in terms of CEOs become very articulate in their speech, but also have a very imposing image when it comes to media coordination and liaison, etc. Yeah. So basically, that's what I do. I'm a father. I'm a father of 2 sons, Lance and Milan. I'm also a husband of a very beautiful Luya girl, Munyore. Yeah, that's it.
Umepata weekend pass.
Round here.
Visa umepewa. Nasema, oh my God, ulinisema live mbele ya watu. Karibu sana.
Asante.
And it's an honor to have you here.
Thank you.
Let's get right into it because, man, we do have quite a number of things to unpack.
Right.
But now, I don't know, do you want us to start locally, then we go internationally, or we start internationally, then we come?
Let's start locally.
We start locally.
Let's
So
start
tuanze
from-
kidogo kidogo.
Yeah, where I come from, Homa Bay.
Ah, good. There you go. Ndo
Right.
sasa tukuje Nairobi.
Right.
So a lot is happening in Homa Bay. You're born in Homa Bay?
I was born in Kisumu, raised in Kisumu, but my home is in Homa Bay. My home.
Where?
Galana,
Where in Homa Bay?
Kabondo.
Ah, Kasipul
Yeah.
Kabondo.
No, Kabondo Kasipul.
It's never Kasipul Kabondo.
Okay, there's Kasipul Kabondo, which starts from somewhere around Ringa, Ukienda. Then this other side, the most fertile part in Nyanza,
Most fertile.
most fertile, is where I come from. It's called Kabondo Kasipul.
Oh, so you just flip the name.
Yeah, just flip the name.
How is it fertile? What do you
It's very
just
fertile.
grow?
It's we grow sweet potatoes. You ever heard of sweet potatoes? You know them? Do you
Come
eat
on,
them?
bro. Come on, bro.
I know you come from.
No. What are those?
Yeah, exactly.
Like they're potatoes that are sweet?
Exactly.
Oh my God. Habari yako. Habari yako.
That thing was weird. Anyway, yeah, so I come from that place called Kabondo, Kasipul.
Yeah.
They have a lot of sweet potatoes. Hopefully, in 2027, we will be meeting somewhere around Parliament corridors.
Okay. Meeting with who? Because me, I'm not going there.
I'll invite you for lunch at the canteen.
Wait. So you're vying.
I'm contesting.
You're contesting for MP.
Yeah, I'm not vying, I'm contesting. The two are different.
Okay, please enlighten us. Me nasemanga tu vying. You're vying for which seat? You're vying for?
Yeah, vying is you want to be, and so you still want to contest as an aspirant. I'm not an aspirant.
You are?
I'm already a candidate because I'm not going with either of the parties. I'm going as an independent candidate already. What I'm waiting for is just formalization by IBC, and then I will take Dr. Ivo Barra home. She's a good lady. She's done very well for our people. 10 years has been beautiful. Now we are changing the conversation there. We are going a different route, and that is the economic question. I believe there is so much business that our people can do. Employment has been peddled to us for a long time. It's impossible. Employment is impossible, bro, in government and state and whatever. We can do business, and there's a way we'll do it.
Okay.
And very many more things that maybe one day we will sit down and talk about when that time comes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So Homa Bay as a county, how is it? How are you guys performing so far?
It's amazing. It's amazing. It's amazing. The 10 years of Cyprian Awiti was a hoax. Cyprian Awiti wasted us as a county. He comes from my home area, but I'm not afraid to say that he wasted us and is a shame for Homa Bay people to have been led by Cyprian Awiti. It was very dangerous. In fact, it was near suicidal for our people. The coming of Wanga imetutoa aibu. Imetoa aibu kubwa sana because Homa Bay tulikuwa tunachekelewa. Now Wanga has made us look like, we are the first county doing big things. We have a big stadium. Through our coordination with PS Rayo Molo and these guys in Nairobi working with President Ruto, they've made us highways. We're going to dual, up from Homa Bay mpaka Rojo, dual street lights, and then she's finished some markets there that were being made, started by Awiti, stagnated. I don't know, they stole the money. Made it very nicely. It's looking very beautiful. She's done so well for us in Homa Bay Health. We have a revitalized level 5 hospital. Tuko mpaka na funeral pala mzuri. Watu wetu wanakufa wanatolewa vizuri. Tuko na maternity wing hapo imewekwa vizuri. We have EHS, the health records thing, where now health in Homa Bay is digitized, so we can track even what we call disease surveillance. We can know where is bad, where is good, how can we move ahead. So Wanga has done very well, but also the reality is that she's facing a political upheaval in the approach towards 2027, and perhaps that's where we need to check right now.
Okay.
What are our chances for 2027? I remember sharing with you this yesterday, that my friend Wanga, she's my friend. She sits at a very interesting position. As the first woman governor in Nyanza, she set a very good record for those who want to become women governors. But she faces a very tough task, which also is very easy. So let's start from the difficult part. Is that she's going against the men of Homa Bay, the sons of Homa Bay. Kidero probably is coming to contest in Homa Bay, we're not confirmed. Magwanga is confirmed, is contesting. This fellow who is the Minister for Treasury, Mbadi, is also coming to contest as governor. So already these three candidates are going to contest.
That's a tough one.
Yeah, and many more would come because now it's a free fall because ODM is no longer as it was.
Okay.
The behemoth, where one person will lift your hands and that will be it. That's Raila. So Wanga could get out of power in the instance that the united opposition in Homa Bay sticks to one candidate. But the only reason why Wanga is going to maintain power is because these three men cannot listen to each other. Magwanga cannot sit with Mbadi, cannot sit with Kidero. Kidero has a hangover of the governorship. He wants to test it in Homa Bay once more, which is okay. And he has big money. The same to Mbadi, being the Minister for Treasury. He has very good, I see him flying in choppers every week. He has good money. Magwanga doesn't have much money.
But he has the ground.
But not, if the last election is anything to go by, then the ground tilted, kidogo. So that implies that Wanga faces a very difficult upheaval in Homa Bay, but also a very easy one. The only prayer that she must pray every other morning and evening, that let all these three men contest.
If they contest, she wins in the morning.
Early in the morning. The same will happen to Kisumu.
Ah, who else is contesting in Kisumu?
Kisumu, we have, of course, my friend Professor Agenda. We have Aduma of ODM. We have Buyu, probably, she's not confirmed.
That's
have,
my MP.
Yeah, that's your MP.
Yeah.
We have Owili, that's the deputy governor.
Yeah.
We have Oron, Dr. Oron. We have Obura. Yeah? So in Kisumu, these three, Obura, Oron, and Ogenda, must be in one coalition. If they contest as the three of them,
Kwisha.
Aduma will become the governor. Mark my words.
Aduma is likable.
Aduma is the ODM candidate.
But is he likable on ground?
Very likable. He drives himself. People do not follow him. He's very personable. He comes and sits with people. If these three candidates do not smell the coffee, then Aduma becomes the governor, or whoever ODM will give. And I don't see ODM giving either of these three.
But Ogenda has the coins.
Yeah,
he
yes.
can also do
Yes, the money.
things.
But I don't
Even
think
when you enter in Kisumu, there's a very big billboard there.
that's my work. I'm done with it. That's my PR firm.
Ah, that's dope.
Yeah, it's very good work, right?
They're very nice.
Yeah. That's my work. So Ogenda has the money. It's the best fit for me to be governor of Kisumu in terms of ideologies, in terms of the personality. He's a very good manager. He can manage Kisumu very, very well. He's one of the highest ranking advocates in Kenya. He can do very, very well for Kisumu. But the political machination may not be in his favor, especially if Oron insists on running as a governor. Oron needs to be the deputy governor of Ogenda, and I advocate for it. That ticket is powerful. Oron Ogenda ticket will win governor early in the morning. Anytime.
But,
so, if they don't do that, I fear, I'm not right, I could be wrong. I fear that ODM will conspire. They will conspire. ODM will conspire and give Aduma the ticket.
Okay.
Yeah.
But there's also been stories here and there that Kidero might run for governor in Nairobi.
Waste of time.
Why?
Nairobi has a middle class kind of thinking in terms of voting. And middle class only votes for you on an issue. That's why Nairobi governors cannot. Hata Sakaja hazichukua 2 term. Hata Babu akiingia leo, and I serve 5 years, he goes home. I see him getting it. I can get 5 years, go home. Kidero cannot ache waste pesa.
Okay. Aya. Kisumu, Homa Bay, do you still believe that ODM still has clout, bearing the fact that Baba is no longer there, and the part of Shukwamkono is no longer there? Is ODM still as strong in Nyanza, Luo Nyanza, and the likes? Ama now watu watapigana tu ile independent candidates also have a chance now that is level?
I love what Ruto will do. Let me answer it that way.
Okay.
Ruto must give Luo Nyanza a pseudo-democracy for him to achieve his goal. And that pseudo-democracy is what then will deliver some independent candidates here and there.
Okay.
But I doubt if the governorship will go to independent candidates unless independent candidates organize themselves. Their trick, these independent candidates, is to organize themselves for governor. For MPs, ODM may not have a big say because Winnie has started something new and it is going to sweep. Akin to NDP of 1997, it's going to sweep thoroughly.
Winnie has started something new.
Yeah, whatever she's doing is definitely going somewhere. She's not going to remain in ODM. You can take that to the bank.
By the way, you know when you see Winnie, the way she's moving, and she keeps mentioning Babu, Sifuna, might the three be up to something?
Of course. I mean, it's common sense. These guys are going to form something huge, something nice, and the youth will go with them. These old guys, you saw Oburu the other day going to Kamkunji. It's very creaky. The man is tired. Very creaky. Akiamua unasikia chonge inafanya chui.
Kijana, utakuja kwa kipindi na heshima.
But that's the truth.
Hawezi ongelea youth leader hivyo.
No, he's not a youth leader.
Bwana,
He cannot even speak.
He's
pleading. Go and Amunda who? Let me talk. Raila will not do that. Raila will say, the ground is gone. So, imagine. He's very weak. He's very uninspiring. And in fact, he's, sorry to say, but I think he sits there fraudulently. He needs to come down.
Oh, wow.
If he wants this party to proceed, this ODM to proceed, Oburu must shuka committee. And he lets people go to NDC and elect new leaders. He cannot inspire anybody. With that team of his, of Junet. And who else? There's Junet, especially Junet. Hakuna hope.
We're going to come back and talk about ODM. Atujafika huko bado tuko Mabei and ODM ino Mabei.
Yes.
So, Wanga is backing up Boydwere and Magwanga is backing up Aroko.
Yes.
2027, Aroko said he's coming for that seat. And he said that Boyd is a small boy who's sitting there illegitimately. Your take on that?
Boyd has a beautiful chance in 2027 if he organizes himself very well, the power of incumbency. But if he messes up shauri yake, Aroko will eat him for breakfast. That I believe. Because he alipanguziwa machozi. Look at the history of every constituency where somebody has gotten at by election. They rarely retain those seats.
Yeah.
They rarely retain, if that has anything to go by. There was this fellow, ndugu ya Ken Kibera. Hakukula. There was Nyagudin Kisumu. Hakukula. And every other by-election, it's always been like that. So unless ajipange, itakuwa noma sana.
And also bearing in mind that Baba is no longer there. So
Yes.
Wanga now cannot say, Baba amenituma tusifanye.
Wanga though is thorough, Wanga could just do her machination there. But because Wanga is also going to get busy with looking for her own.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, itamtoa kwa hiyo hesabu.
Hata kuwa amecamp huko sana.
I've never sat with Boyd, but I think it will be good to have him as a neighbor MP.
Okay.
But I don't have a problem with Aroko. Aroko is a fine man. I've sat with him once. I think he's very decent. He speaks very well. I like
He's
people
sharp.
speak well. He's very
Hey,
sharp.
that guy is sharp.
And he's very kind. I've seen what
Yeah.
he does for his people in Kasipul.
Yeah,
Good. I wish him the best. I may support him.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're saying you support Wanga. Then you've mentioned a couple of maendeleo that she's done.
Yeah.
But why is it that on ground things are different?
How?
A couple of people from Homa Bay are just like, Wanga, no.
it's a
I've
democracy.
sat down here with a couple of leaders from that side and they're just like, Wanga, no.
It's a democracy. In a democracy, you have to allow for dissent. And dissent happens in that fashion. Dissent is very loud.
Okay.
Yeah. Dissent is very loud. It's undeniable that Homa Bay is on the map right now.
Yeah, we've seen that
It's
thing with with the president camping over there.
Yeah.
But now, on the ground, is Wanga a people's person? Are they singing her song? Am I ground kidogo iko 50-50?
You know, interestingly, politics is never won on manifestos. Politics is won on narratives. Okay?
That's what I'm saying. The
So,
narrative on ground.
Yeah, so the narrative, it's very shifty because today it could not be favoring her much in some pockets. For example, if you go to Rangwe, Wanga comes from that area, Kochia area. She's very strong there. Homa Bay town, she's very strong there. Ndiwa, she's fairly strong. Karachuonyi is where there's a problem. And that is because of the recent happenings with Magwanga.
Okay.
If you look at Suba, I don't think if Subas have any problem with Wanga. I don't think they have any problem. Because for the first time they've seen a ring road there, of course, through the PS and Wanga. They're doing well.
Okay.
They're doing well.
Around this area, Kasipul by elections happened, the violence. Why are Homa Bay people very violent? Ularango, what's the problem?
We are not violent. It's power. Something sweet is what people fight for. Something sweet. But it's unbecoming. Kasipul specifically, and even initially when it was the larger Kabondo Kasipul, including our area, under Magwanga, under Padi, it was quite interesting that violence has always been the case there. And I believe it's because of the high stakes. There's no much democracy there. Once you get the ODM ticket, that's it.
Okay.
So people fight tooth and nail for the ODM ticket. But if there is democracy, then we will not see that violence. But also, you know, there are a lot of magais wa security, wako wengi. Na kila mtu anataka chakula, naona, like wanataka do. So if there's a job, then everybody wants to prove to the boss they are doing well. So they stab somebody, mara mtu amepigwa, just to, and no politicians speak through security people. I've also seen you have that guy. I like him. Munez. I like him. Yes, kama wale. he's more on courtesy.
He's not a goon.
No, he's not a goon. And he's always very neat.
But tuko na magoons.
Mukona magoons. Mukona magoons. Yeah. So you see, like him is more on courtesy.
Yeah.
The same way I believe security should be more of courtesy. And doing advance, kwenda kuangalia what's happening and occupying positions.
Just putting things in order. Not
courtesy.
Violence.
Yeah, I believe in courtesy than violence. Violence ni ile wakati ikifika sawa, tuangane, but it's not necessary.
Okay.
By 2027 haitakuwa hivyo. And Philo ajipange vizuri for Kasipul. I think he'll do very well.
Philip Paroko. Yeah.
He'll do very well. Boyd ile kitu kimwingia kwa kichwa, shauri yake. Power pia ni tamu bro.
Yeah. Power inakuanga very tamu. Now, ODM, Baba, Wanga, UDA, President. There are also rumors that in 2027, Wanga is going to be the deputy president. They're fronting her for that. Do you think that is a possibility? I
desired that much for Wanga, and I think I'm either the first or the second person who went out very loud for her to be deputy president.
Okay.
I like her a lot. She's somebody who can do very well.
So you want her to be deputy president because you like her?
I would like her to be deputy president. One, because of course I have a bias. I believe in mimi wanawake ni watu wazuri wachukue. Si mbaya. They can show us. Two, I believe we have miscalculated as ODM.
Okay.
In the recent past, this war that is going on is not favoring us. Because up to the time Raila was dying, I was certain that we were going to get the deputy president position in 2027. Because Raila would not have settled for anything lower than that. Okay. Na angepea either Wanga, whoever angechagua, but now I can tell you, nobody know.
Bona no.
Let's talk about other things. I'm very certain that Wanga had a good chance by the time Raila was alive, and even immediately after his death. But I can tell you now, I'm so confident that Kindiki will retain his deputy president position. Confident. And so what we have to garner for, on the minimum, is the prime minister and at least 4 ministers. But na hii kelele venye wanafanya hii kelele wanafanya hii. You know, Ruto is a very thorough man. Have you ever met him?
Yes.
He's a thorough, you know him.
Yeah.
Time, commitment, akikwambia nitafanya, be sure he'll do it. He doesn't hakipanki or hikipanki about stuff. I'll do it. So, ODM is pussyfooting a lot on this question of supporting the presidency. Mara we are not with the president, mara we have the president, mara they wanapigana uongozi. It has denied us a very golden opportunity of getting the deputy president who would have been Wanga. It has denied us. That is the fact. So now we can only maintain Wanga at governor. If a miracle happens, politics is long. Nature could take place.
Luo's proximity to power, being that Wanga and the likes of Akinambadi, whoever they're in government, and now we have two factions of ODM after Baba's demise. There are those who say, Baba alituacha nani ya broad based, sisi tuko hapa. Waja Luo wako kwa government. Then you have those people who are like, wacheni ujinga bwana, tokeni nje, we come and now take over fresh. And we have a lot of Luos who are like, Bwana, the government is passing by. You know, we are in the government. Are we really in government? What's our proximity to power? And do you see a likelihood of it flipping, for example? Like you've just mentioned that Kindiki is going to run again, and people are waiting for Wanga to be put there. And also there's rumors that Ruto is going to absorb ODM, okay, and change a few things. And there's also rumor that Akina Mbadi and Nani are going to be removed from the position they are because they are flower girls for now. Then some people will be put for the next purpose. Are we really in power? What's our proximity to power as it is now?
Well, I believe that Raila did not leave us in government because we've always been in government. That's the reality. People are just ignorant.
Okay.
What is the government? The government is an establishment that has 3 departments, or majorly 3 arms.
Yeah.
We have the legislature, we have the judiciary, and we have the executive.
Okay.
In the legislature, ODM has how many MPs?
Okay.
That's the government. In the judiciary.
Smart way to look at it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because that's where budgets are made, that's where policy is made. Kama kuna kitu ya fishing in Kisumu and Nyanza, the policy is made in parliament, so we are in government. If it's not being done, blame your parliamentarian. That's why some of them have to go. 2, we are in the judiciary by way of representation that we have, even in the Supreme Court, we have Justice William there. Okay? Huku kwingine ukitembea, we have so many judges, so many Wajaluo, lawyers. Okay? If you come to executive, we've always been there. I don't think there's a regime that has ever passed without Luos being in government. The only thing is that the narrative, the popular narrative, is that, and even if you look at it, Mbadi is not a Luo. Mbadi is a Suba. Subas are Ugandans. That is true. So Mbadi, no, we're being factual. Mbadi is a Suba. Subas are Ugandans. They came to Homa Bay after their great ancestors murdered the king there. You look at history, you guys are laughing. That is the truth. Look at the history.
Ngoja.
Yeah.
Ati Mbadi
is a Suba.
Suba.
And Subas are not Luos.
Suba
just
origin.
Check. And Subas. And Waganda huko. We welcome them. You know, Luos, we just welcome people. We even adopted Shakil. He's been our MP for ages huko. Shakil Shabir, you know him?
Yeah, I know him.
Yeah.
But he's loved. Shakil Shabir.
Very much. Onyango Unmogo. He comes with unga to funerals. 1 bill. Funny.
Origin, Lake Victoria, migrated from Uganda around 1760.
After what happened?
And other areas after succession dispute,
yes.
Assassination of Kabaka, Junju.
Exactly. So I don't just speak.
The name meaning possibly derived from an accusation related to the assassination, meaning the last to arrive, and the one who committed an abomination, later adopted as a distinct identity.
Olusuba. Abasuba.
Erosuba.
Hey, those guys are from Uganda. Somebody is a Suba. He's not a Luo. That is a fact.
Oh, wow.
I'm not denying him as a Luo. He's not a Luo. He's a Suba. Yeah? And Subas are good people. Mili is a good Suba, for example, and many more.
So these people are just Suba, Nini. They are not Luos.
No, they even speak Olusuba. It's not Luo. It's a language that is.
There's a language called
Olusuba. Have you gone to Kaksingri?
No.
You should. So I'm telling you, so Mbadi, who is in government, quote unquote Luo, is not Luo. Go to this fellow called Wandai. Well, Wandai is maybe. Because there is a question about, you know, you've ever heard of Ugenya people speak? And Luya. They wako sawa.
Wow.
Yeah.
Now you want to say Wanda is Luya.
But that is not a statement that is false.
Kwa kina Wandai ni wapi?
I know even his home. Sidindi.
Sidindi. Then alizaliwa wapi?
I don't know.
Then how is he even Luya?
It is being said. Me, I don't know. For Mbadi, I'm sure, but for Wandai, he's a good guy.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's only Wandai who we have in government as Luos. So in Uhuru's regime, we had that lady from Bondo, Omamo, Rachel Omamo. Uhuru 1, hapa tulikuwa na Owalo. Before Broadbase, we had Owalo, who is another joker. Then During Kibaki's time, we had Tuju, a very fine gentleman. Have you met him?
No, I haven't met him.
You should meet. Fine gentleman. And Medra Reda, first class constituency.
Okay.
Reda has barabara kama Kalenjin land. Kuna barabara mpaka hakuna kitu nafanya, ni lami everywhere. And then during that time, who else did we have in government? And even we had Raila as a minister during Kibaki's first term. So we've always been in government. It's just a wrong narrative being peddled. Oh, tuko kwa serikali. We've always been there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Surviving of ODM, do you see it, Ruto absorbing it? Are we is it surviving?
ODM will survive on this ground that Oburu respects his relatives. Unilateralism in the family is not going to help him. Mm-hmm. Where he makes decisions as Oburu, where are the rest of the people? He's making decisions of the party as Oburu.
How do you know he's doing that?
But that is true.
How do you know that is true?
Do you know if Mama Ida was consulted on this issue of...
But we don't know if she wasn't consulted.
She wasn't, I can tell you.
How?
My friend, I've told you I'm the press secretary. So I'm telling you she was not consulted. She was not consulted. That's how.
Okay.
Yeah, she was not consulted. And you cannot behave like Ida did not contribute anything to this thing. She's the one who bought the brand of this thing that now we are in called ODM. She's the one who bought the brand. Brother, this Daktari Ida was fired from Kenya High, hapa nyuma. And nobody was willing to take her in, not even the brother-in-law, if I'm not wrong, was not willing to take her in. And he was a civil servant by then. She stayed without the husband for 9 years. All the time Raila was being stolen from these elections, who was he going back to? I was there in 2 of them, where you go back to Karen the next day and you find Mama Ida and Jacom. Brother, I don't know if you can imagine how that feels. It is a destroyed human being picked up by the wife. And even her businesses have suffered a lot of issues because of this association with Raila Odinga. And in fact, Ida even lost her identity, I can tell you. Because Ida is called Ida Betty Anyango Oyo. Oyo is the father. Then something just happened. Zoom, Odinga. Now she's Ida Odinga. She lost her identity. Then in the process, you want to tell her, weka kando, mimi nimechukua na watoto wangu tunakimbia country mzima. It will not happen. If Obu does not consult the Raila family, hii party itakufa.
Why do I feel like you have beef with Oburu?
I do. Up? And I'm not bluffing about it.
Why do you have beef with Oburu?
I have beef with him because number one, he's not inspiring.
So someone being not inspiring, you're having beef with them?
Because how are you going to lead people if you're not charismatic? You need command.
There are people who think he is.
He's
and
not
there are people who think he's inspiring.
I mean, we have mad people in the society. If somebody can think Oburu is inspiring, I don't know what you're smoking.
There are people who think he's charismatic. See, at least work with a youth leader.
He's not. He's not inspiring. I don't know anything about him that is proper. He should, what I'm saying in short, Nani Obinna, Oburu should calm down and be the leader of the family, as he says he is, and put the family in order now to waongee.
When the family is not in order?
Of course. I mean, why is Winnie talking in Kamkunji and Oburu is talking in Busia or Kakamega? Why? It means he has no leadership skills. He should sit with the family and say, hey, mzee ametuacha. He's my younger brother ametuacha. Now how do we move? You cannot move unilaterally. It will not happen. Itakuwa chaos with casualties, and he may be the first one.
Akikataa kutoka kwa hiyo kiti,
we will call for an NDC by force. We must have an NDC in ODM. NDC must be there. We must talk. ODM must talk as a house. Hii mchezo hii hapana. We will talk, we will support the president, yes, we support the president, but let us be orderly. Hii haraka ni ya nini?
Okay.
Yeah. And listen to Winnie. Winnie is not a mad woman. And if you think she's a mad woman, then go and Google the name Winnie Madikizela Mandela. You'll understand why she was named that. And you'll understand what you are in for. If Oburu thinks this is a light thing, he must shuka chini.
The ODM party seems to have sidelined Babu Owino, and they're also fighting Sifuna, the SG. But Winnie seems to embrace them.
Yeah. Because ODM, Raila embraced these chaotic people. Let me call them chaotic. This Babu Owino guy, very chaotic. This, and they're young. I mean, give it to them. Young people are very chaotic. But it's just that age. Ni ujana, ni maji ya moto, itapita. And Raila said, you know, wachana na hao, wakae na sisi. Unaopeleka wapi? But here, Oburu and his team want these people to go away. They're not going away. Raila embraced Babu. Raila embraced Sifuna. But there are people inside there, I can tell you, because I used to be in Karen every morning when I was working actively. The people used to camp in Raila's house, not because they loved him, but because they were coming to get keep. Huyu ni Obinna amekuja. Anataka nini hapa? Wewe ongea na mzee saizi.
I've met them before. I've met those people.
Yeah, they will stop you from talking to mzee.
Yeah,
but if you meet mzee himself,
so
he was a very friendly person. He will even stand and talk to you for a long time. Mpaka utaona aibu sema, nimeongea na Raila, wacha niende. You know? So those guys, they're still hanging around Oburu, they're telling Oburu, Sifuna does not deserve to be in the party. Orange Democratic Party must accept dissent.
Okay. And if you are looking at ODM, would you like it to be absorbed by the president?
Never.
But he's a member. He's a lifetime member. He's a
He's
founding
a founding member, of course.
Yeah.
I don't think if it is in his interest to absorb ODM. ODM is too big to be absorbed by the president. But I think we can be very good partners.
Nothing is too big, man. The president is
too big.
He's a sharp guy.
Of course, a sharp guy.
Because for you to go towards the Luo Nyanza area, where most people say, Chama ni ODM. Chama tu ni ODM. If they know ODM as, even if it's coalition.
We will build a coalition with the president if this thing is handled well. If it's conditional.
Okay. Is ODM going to front a candidate in 2027?
I don't see. But if the joke Winnie will contest for presidency.
Oh, wow.
There's no harm. I thought she would contest for Kibra MP, but I saw Octopizo coming out that is contesting. So I know that is already a gone case. And because the best way that Winnie will command that team that Baba had is when she contests for presidency. And there's no harm. Let her contest. 2032 will be a youthful contest. She'll be taking a second stab.
Oh, that's interesting.
Do you think it's wrong for her to become president in 2032?
Nope.
And maybe she's the first woman president that this country will have. Maybe. Or maybe I'm delusional.
But I would want to see who she would run with.
Yeah. Ndindi Nyoro as a deputy.
Okay.
Quite a good guy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Babu Owino is miscalculating with Nairobi. I believe that he will get Nairobi governorship, but how I wish he maintained his parliamentary seat. Okay. Then 2032 go for Ende Ukoju.
So you wanted him to skip the governorship?
Nairobi is too dirty. Governorship is too dirty. Nairobi should just be a metropolitan. Tuachane na ima na governor. Haiwezi.
Okay. There's also rumors that Kalonzo is going to be the flag bearer for the united opposition in 2027.
Greatly punctured. Is dead on arrival.
Wow.
He doesn't have enough steam to take to the next phase.
Really?
I'll not be surprised if Kalonzo...
That's good.
Yeah, I'll not be surprised if Kalonzo joins Ruto. Anything is possible. Kalonzo is also like Oburu, uninspiring.
Wow.
Yeah, very uninspired, lackluster. You know, lackluster. Flat, like so they are kifungwa, and instead of fanya, you could quiet. Only.
But Kalonzo does not have these two dirty things hanging on him. And he's also been very loyal to Baba. That's what people also say, that that's going to earn him favor from the
those are the Gen Zs who are born
low community.
Those are people who were born after 2007, 2008. Those of us who saw what happened in 2007, 2008. I can never follow Kalonzo.
What happened?
This guy betrayed us. This guy walked straight to Kibaki when the win was for Raila. He didn't stand for the right thing. He didn't. And he knew Raila wasn't a violent man. But he crossed over to President Kibaki and took the vice president position. I can never forgive him for that. Sorry, I'm vindictive. For him, I will never.
But Mama loves the guy. Mama says he was the only true friend for Baba. Same as Orengo.
Which Mama?
Mama Aida.
Where did she say that?
It was in the video that time when Kalonzo alienda huko akapatiwa ile mkuki na Orengo wakiongea hapo. You guys saw the video?
Yeah, Bondo.
Yeah, and Mama said this was the only true friend of Baba.
Consider it as political speak. You can't speak bad about...
Wewe unaongea ni kama wewe ndio mama.
No, but mimi najua venye naongea, sinakwambia. Mimi nilikuwa naandika hizo speeches.
Hey!
You can't tell somebody you are bad, you betrayed us in his face. Of course, Uendonya Kalombo Wange, you lie to them. Hey, you are a good man. You are the best friend of the former prime minister. He was not. The best friend of the former prime minister is not in public, that I know.
SK.
Well, SK was quite a friend. The best friend is not in public. And the same way he's chosen not to be in public, I'll not mention him.
Okay. Yeah. If someone else is to take charge of ODM now, who do you recommend to run ODM?
Mama Ida Odinga.
Oh. Like the party leader?
Straight away. Atalainisha hawa watu. Let me tell you, take ODM, then take those members of parliament and put them on a table, okay? All of them. Then, angalia vizuri, the most prudent and professional politicians, the decent ones, who are in ODM, who are even pushing serious agenda, they come from Mama Ida's wing. Even when Raila was alive, Mama Ida had
her people.
And they are the most prudent, okay? If you look at the decent ones, Wakino Tiende Amolo, you know, Wakino Jienda, they're the decent people, the professional looking people, the ones who know where things should be going. Then the most chaotic ones, wale ambao hata school hakuna vizuri, most chaotic, they came from Jacom's side. And because Jacom believe something sweet you fight for. So if you win, well, you take it home. So Mama Ida can take charge of the party very well. She knows where this party came from. And she commands a lot of respect. And she is inspiring, of course. Yeah, she will make a good ODM party leader.
Oh, wow.
Who do you think would make a good party leader?
For ODM?
Yeah.
Can I mention a few?
Yeah, you can mention a few.
Orengo?
No. Okay, so I asked you a question anyway. Orengo?
Mbona nasema
Past sell by date. Shangalia Tetra Pak. Hapo nyuma imeandikwa MFD. Then EXPY. Consider on EXPY.
Oh, wow.
Past sell by
Unasema
date.
Orengo ame-expire?
Past sell by date. Orengo anaweza represent interest yako gani kwa parliament ama kwa nini kwa ODM side? Oppositionism and popularism is not representation. Orengo is a constant litigant. He thinks like a prosecutor.
Basi mupatie Babu party.
No, Babu not yet. I'll tell you why.
Sifuna baki tu SG. Babu na Winnie washikane wa change mambo hapo nini ODM sasa ikue ODM lakini it's a youth league.
No. I believe we can have a mix, a very nice mix. We don't have to have Mama Ida as the party leader, of course. That was by the way. We can have either Winnie or Babu lead the party. That's fine. I mean, in South Africa, we have EFF being led by a very young man there. Babu could lead the party on a serious note. Winnie could lead the party. Sifuna could lead the party. If we go to an NDC and people say these are our choices, then we have to just abide by the choices. I don't believe in selection. Let's go by NDC choices. So Babu fits the bill. He needs to be more strategic though. He's too impulsive. In terms of even his posting is very erratic. He needs to be measured. As a communications professional, I'll tell you, Babu needs to watch the way he talks. Some of us support him, but he really takes us off the radar. We see people who support him at times post some things and we're like, no, you need to rein in your team and have some order. Like for example, posting, pass the baton to the young people now. It's very juvenile. You can pass your point without being very combative. Leadership is not about being thorn. It's about being ruot. I know that is Luo, but I don't know how to explain it in English. We're being a thorn. Be a ruot. Be somebody who, be a king where people can, be a judge. Where people can come and seek counsel from you. But Babu looks like he's a thorn. Thorn, when they went to war, they never came back. Tuondi Luo. They never came back.
Okay.
Yeah. He needs to preserve. We have a good dream for him, and we know he has a good dream for us.
Okay.
2032 Simbali, anazangojea.
Okay. Winnie, most people are looking at her as a reincarnation of Baba.
Absolutely. No doubt.
Okay. And a lot of people are feeling like she's the one who's going to take us to the promised land.
This promised land is always a ni moving goalpost. Ni mirage. Unajua mirage, si ndio?
Yes.
Yeah.
You get close.
Yeah. We are already doing something good. She has a good command of the youth.
Yeah.
I believe most of these guys here will support Winnie, right?
But some people are thinking that she's still too young in the political scene. They're like, "Ay, surely, why are you imposing this on us?" And all of a sudden, Winnie is here. When you guys are making ODM a family party.
She's 36. If 36 is too young, that's
No,
fine.
not age-wise.
Yeah.
In politics.
She's a Niala member of parliament. She's been around Jacom for the longest. My first interaction with Jacom, I remember was 2015, 16, thereabout. And I was told, you want to talk to Jacom? I just talked to Winnie. That message shall have reached Jacom. And it reached. So if from 2015 to date, that's 10 years, is not considered experience, I don't know what experience people are looking for. Na hiki tu experience, watu waache kutuweka nayo. Ni experience ya nini? What you need is proven
Maandamano.
Yeah, maandamano tunaweza maandamano.
Hujawekwa kwa tia gas huko na tayari unataka position zingine huku.
And Winnie does not want any position. She's not said I want position.
Yeah.
Yeah, people are just putting words in her mouth.
Okay. As we sum up the ODM convo, we had a 10-point agenda for ODM. And somehow ODM decided to work together with the government. It's called broad-based. Do you believe there's any single one of them that has been achievable, ama has been ticked, ama it just got taken, put in a shelf and said we are broad-based, but nothing from the 10-point agenda for ODM is being
I'm not very well conversant with the whole 10-point agenda, but I know at least one, which is the compensation of the victims of the demonstration, is on course. I think they were added a mandate of about 60 days. I think that's a beautiful thing, itafanyika. The rest will tutalainisha tu pole pole. If they don't go according to Winnie, that's why Winnie is saying, can we have somebody managing this relationship? Because you can't have somebody mwenye amesha kuja kama amesha kubali. Yeah, let's have somebody mwenye anajua, like, let's take accountability. We want 10-point agenda achieved. Tumefika wapi?
Okay.
But kama umeenda huko na nini already chini, sitaki kusema, you know, you're making people feel like you're desperate. Desperation is vulnerability.
Okay.
Oburu should stop.
Umerudi kwa Oburu tena shwali.
He has to stop.
Aya, as we finish the audience conversation, ongea na Oburu ndio hii kamera.
Oburu wachana na kupigana na familia ya Raila. Wachana na hiyo maneno kabisa. Stop talking about those people in public. If you're a wise man that is worth your salt, stop it. He knows what I'm talking about. Unaenda kwa TV kusema maneno ya property ya nini? Have some wisdom, man. Na pia kuwe consultative, ongea na watu ambao inafaa consult now. Stop bringing sibling rivalry kwa vitu kama ya hii tunaona Winnie anaongea, unaongea. What the hell? You guys need to sit and talk, but respect your brother's wife.
But Oburu ana beef na. In fact, Oburu alikuwa anajiita baba ni twin wake. Oburu does not have any beef with Baba.
He must respect Raila's family. Aache kwa sideline. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
You know, Obinna, maybe I don't know you, but I saw in Kisumu, you had your dad, right?
Yes.
And I've heard you talking to your mom right now.
Yeah.
Some people who have lost their parents know that when your father dies, there's a way that uncles behave. Wanachukwanga tu kila kitu, mpaka unashangaa ni nini. Everything, they don't even talk to you. Unashtukia tu vitu zinaenda. Party yenye mlikuwa nayo ama hoteli mlikuwa wameshachukua. Wanasema ni yao. Wao ndio wana lead. Oburu, talk to familia ya Raila vizuri. Stop sidelining them. We are watching you guys and you're disappointing. Heshimu mzee bro.
Bro, personally, I don't like the way you're talking to Oburu. Ni kama unaniongelesha mimi. First of all, that's not your age mate. Hata kumita tu Oburu.
But that is his name.
I know.
I've not heard you call him doctor.
But weka title.
Baba Elijah. Please behave properly and be a leader. Show leadership to the family. That's what I'm saying. Leadership is not kugwaruzana kwa public. Sema mtoto yangu hiyo nitaongea nayo. No, call them, talk, sit, talk, have a decisive whatever result, bring it to us. But you sideline them, Winnie will have you for lunch, if not breakfast.
Okay.
Yeah.
So when you come back, I want us now to switch now to Malizana na Oburu. Right now, I want us to talk about the president. We'll talk about the Nyota program. I want us to talk about the DP, Kindiki. I want us to talk about Babu Owino's vying for presidency, for governor. I want us to also talk about Eric Omondi Jalango, the Langata politics, Kidogo. Then I want us to talk about IBC. You're running for a political scene 2027. Do you have trust in the IBC? And also, I want us to also talk about Murima. Have they embraced the president again? But for now, put for me a poll. Okay? Who can lead ODM? Weka Oburu, of course. Weka Mama Aida. And then Weka Babu Owino.
Na Winnie pia.
Yeah, so let's do we pair them up?
You can pair them up.
But pair them up, we already know who's gonna win.
Who will win?
Okay, weka 4. So weka Oburu, weka Winnie, weka Mamaida, weka Babu. So who can lead ODM correctly? Do we put correctly?
Properly.
Properly, yeah. Who can lead ODM properly?
Oburu should not be there. Poster.
Yeah, yeah. So Davido Niwekeyo. All right, well, that is happening. I have some beautiful property in Nakuru that you can be part of. I went to Nakuru last Wednesday, check it out. Trust me, it is there. The title deeds are legitimate. And we also rode on some horses over there. Yeah, so you can jump on Tumaini. It's a courtesy of Hyso Properties. I want you to get over there and you get this piece of land. Come and be my neighbor. Nimepata pia kapisi kengine ka huko pia. Na niliwaambia nikipata place poa na wapanga munakam, ninaorganize, you join me.
But my brother would like you to see what we have here. Upper Kwanjoro Interchange is a wonderful piece of land called Tumaini Estate. We are next to Tumaini Hotel.
Yes.
We have a very beautiful river frontage.
Yeah.
Only 5 minutes drive from Everready.
Yes.
And you know what? Here, because we are only about 4 minutes from the institute, this land is ideal to do hostels. This land is ideal to settle.
True.
This land is ideal for farming. And it has a beautiful view of Lake Nakuru, which we can see from our land. And this is wonderful. We're only selling at 899,000, and this can only be Hyso Properties, a culture of trust. Come and own a piece of Tumaini Gardens.
Nakuru City.
Anakaa weak. Like weak.
Kiangalia mtu anaweza nibeba kweli. Azinanipin kwa ukuta vizuri. Hawezi?
Mbona ukuta? Si kuna nini?
Na mimi nataka niweke kwa ukuta.
It's okay. For you look weak, it's okay. I hate this mediocrity of women judging men according to how they can perform in bed, whether they can carry them or not. Secondly, I love a woman who can speak good English, because I don't want my children to be raised by a mongoloid. You understand me?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Wow, are your walls looking plain and uninspired? Transform your space with premium wall panels, elegant marble PVC with stunning backlighting, and modern floating TV stands. All designed to give your home a luxurious, timeless finish. At Mr. Frames Kenya, we offer top quality designs at unbeatable prices. Whether you're going to a classic or modern look, we've got the perfect solution for your home or office. Call or WhatsApp us today on 0705 759 102 or connect with us on social media. Mr. Frames Kenya. Mr. Frames Kenya, where style meets affordability.
All right, welcome back. Welcome back. This is Obinna Show live. We're having a very, very interesting conversation with Odhiambo, and Odhiambo has some very interesting pointers from his side, and I'm starting to think differently. All right. However, after this one, we're gonna be having shallots and of course onjiri. Nasikia nitoa salad, not shallot, salad. We're going to be having salad and onjiri up next. Then after that, we have Mike Check Podcast. Then we have Kolo Blue. Then we have Trufena Mudhoni. It's jam-packed. But if you're just tuning in, you're right on time. Remember to comment, like, and subscribe. All right? That's what we are looking for. All right. So there is a poll that is on the screen. Nebu piga vote yako hapo tayari. We have about 180 votes. Who can lead ODM properly? Oburu, Mama Aida, Winnie Odinga, Babu Owino. Mbona Oburu jamandiki Oburu Odinga? Oh, you don't want to confuse. Yeah, okay. Very interesting. Dapaman, hebu njo, amuka kidogo. Wacha pia mimi ni vote. Hata mimi nimewekelea vote yangu hapo. We? Nakwambia at the moment, umejua vote yangu penye iko. At the moment Babu is at 67%. Bro, Babu is 67, Winnie Odinga 21, Mama Aida 7, Oburu 4%. Wow. Very interesting. Hebu hapa manebu soma hizi comment hapa watu wanasemaje. Kidogo tu nikusongezee juu. Ndio hiyo.
Ward Sumba, Babu Owino, Delight, Babu Owino, Felicitas Mutuku, Babu Owino, Esther Opiri. Nasema mahali pa Ida ungeweka Sifuna, Joyce Anindo, Zipi ama nasema tu vote. Babu. Tusi ni Babu huku wengi. Victor Otieno, sema ni Babu. Maria Kwamboka, Babu. Bosi. Tuli vote Babu.
Ni Babu tu?
Na vote mara mbili. Pia mimi ni vote hapa.
Vote na simu yako. Ni nini unataka kuvote na simu yangu?
Nimevote Babu.
Oh, umevote Babu. Unajua kura yako ni siri yako.
Oga Obinna funny page, Babu.
You have to say that.
Lakini si iko. Sio tu nimetaka.
Hebu patia Odhiambo jione. Kura inaenda aje?
Polling station.
It's a polling station.
Mbona mkondo penye inaenda?
Ni Babu. Babu kwa sababu.
There you go. You know, I've been sitting down sometimes and I look at the whole ODM faction and I don't see hope.
The old ODM faction? The old ODM faction or the whole?
Whole.
Oh, I wanted to get that clearly.
The whole. I don't see hope. I see a few individuals. For example, I'll see Sifuna, I'll see Babu, I'll see Akina Kaleba Misi. But when I look at the older guys in that whole faction, Tumbokrats.
Yeah.
They are there for what their gatekeepers were. Huyu ni mubaya. In fact, some of them used to tell Baba those two things. Huyu ni mubaya, huyu apana, ustembe na huyu ni. And like you've said, Baba was the type of person who... So, I hosted there's a time I was Mama's personal MC. And also later happened to host Mama's birthday. So unajua mama kona ile squad yake walikaa pamoja wakakaa wakasema no, leteni Obinna. So I hosted it was a Kempinski.
Yeah.
So these people had put a certain wall around Baba. Let me not mention them because some of them are my friends, but bana sasa ukitaka kuambia Baba kitu yote kuja tuambie alafu tumwambie.
Middlemen.
Mpaka kwa event.
Yeah.
Somehow in the event, Baba just calls me. What are we doing next? So now, I went out to invite you, Mama. You come and have a dance, but I'm being told that you are tired, you don't prefer dancing. No, who told you? Call me, I want to dance.
Kuchoma bro, unasema nimeambiwa.
I want to dance.
Yes.
They told me.
Yes.
Yeah, but me wanachoma. They said, no, call me, you're dancing now.
Yes.
Okay, call me. Forget about it.
Yes.
So I called him, he danced.
Yes.
He even called me, told me, I have a gift. Baka kani brief. Akanambia, sijui ilikuwa ni marashi, sijui alibai sijui wapi, sijui ni rashi ama ni wapi, marashi fulani, sijui earrings, sijui. Baba was a romantic.
Very much so.
Nena ananiambia, so call me now. Na kidogo baba security nani? Ogeta. Yeah. Ogeta amechangamka nini, ametuma mtu walikuwa wamesahau sijui wapi. Wameileta nini, baba akamuita, baba anaongea. He was that guy.
Very much so.
But hao watu wengine wameniambia usiite baba kudance. Usiite. I'm like,
because they sell access.
Yes.
They sell access. So ukitaka kuna mzee unawapea like 300 Gs ndio unaona mzee.
I used to go to Baba's office iko hapa nyuma ya Don Bosco.
Hii Capitol Hill.
Hii mzee.
Capitol Hill.
Capitol Hill.
Ama Jomo Jaramogi Odinga Foundation. Jof.
No, I don't remember, but iko hapo nyuma. The old kahouse, baadaye wakaweka kabro.
That's Jof.
Bro, Kitama used to go there. We were doing something with ODM. We were building something called Raila Supporters Club.
Yeah.
Bro, kuongea na baba hivi, ungeimba. Tunachukuliwa tunaweka kwa room nyingine bwana, tuko na malaptop zetu bwana, tuna build social media, tunafanya nini, tunapewa chai. Story no, baba amesema kazi nzuri. Nini? Baba ameingia hivi, sisi leo tutapanga. Baba is here. Let's tell Baba this is not happening. Yeah. You need to do this.
Yeah.
You need to appear like this, whatever.
Busybodies.
Your access. So when I look at the older faction, I've met majority of them. When we meet, we just say hi. But I'm like, the future of this country kidogo
haiko kwa mkono wenu,
because naona venye muna think si venye majenzi wana think.
So na venye majenzi wana think hata kwa hiyo poll size. Ona ni babu Winnie. Babu Winnie.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I'm looking at it now just like kidogo tricky. That is why me I always tell people, and I'm not ashamed about it, me usema mimi niko na babu. If Babu says left, mimi ni left. Babu says right. Winnie akisonga niko na Winnie. Sifuna akisonga niko na Sifuna. Ni chama yangu sasa iko na watu wangapi?
3. Wewe ni mtu wa 4, alafu mimi ni mtu wa 5.
Sifuna. Oh, wewe pia uko ndani?
Mimi niko ndani.
Hata Dapa mana ndani.
Kama Winnie ataform, kama Winnie Babu nani Sifuna wataform chama.
Yes.
Hiyo chama mimi niko ndani.
Na Ndindi Nyoro. Akuje pia.
Niko nao.
Kale Bamisi aingie.
Bas.
Onyonka.
Na Wanga pia akuje.
Wanga pia akuje.
She's a young girl. I don't know what she's suffering with those old men.
Wanga pia ajirushe huku ndani.
Akuje huku ndani.
Yeah, okay.
Aya. Akienda huko na hao wazee time yao imededi bro.
Atashangaa. And now that we are speaking about Babu and all of this, 2027 Babu is getting the governor. Becoming the governor for Nairobi.
Yeah.
However, we have people who are feeling it's a wrong move. You even mentioned it here. And I've also had people are telling me, hey, Maze. And I've also seen it. And I'm just like, hey, Nairobi kidogo, tunaweza ingia even if you mean well, there are some cartels established there that watakama unakwambia nilisikia. Takataka, lazima tubebe na gari mzee, na lazima hiyo gari iende kimwaga takataka kwa the same road. Ikiana na usiguze hiyo.
Kuna wase fulani, I'll not mention their names. Watamkujia, watambia per day utakuwa na unlike 3 meter or 4 kutoka kwetu. So wewe tupatie through pass.
Through pass ya kufanya nini?
Whatever they want. They collect whatever they collect in Nairobi. You know, your platform is very big. There's a time I did mention some of them elsewhere. They look for me. So let me keep my head. But I know that these guys who will come and talk to him and tell him, you know, we can give you meters G 10 per day.
Meter 10 per day?
Babu has never told you that thing happens in the county, in the city county?
No, I know it happens, but sijajua ni dramatic hivyo mpaka meter 10 per day.
Kwani
wanafanya biashara gani?
Can you reject 10 million a day for the rest of your governorship?
Well. Yo, kwani hao watu wanauza nini?
So much. Na ministers fulani najua wanapewaga mita 10 per week na kachopa.
Mita 10 per week na chopa. Ministers.
Some of them.
Kufanya nini?
Ni kurandaranda tu.
Tutakupea chopa.
Si kuna msana anapata tenda ya bilioni kama 3. 3 billion tender. What is 10 million per week? Lens, bro.
So what do you think does...
Babu stands a beautiful chance he's going to get it. I'm certain. I'm a supporter of Babu. But strategically, I think it could also come with its costs. Unless Babu does this, that he becomes the governor in 2027, then before 2032 he resigns and hands it over to his deputy and then goes for the presidency. You cannot make it out of the governorship alive.
Atakuwa soiled.
Atakuwa soiled. So he must make some dramatic move by 2030, 2031. Something dramatic. That he leaves and then goes for presidency. But if he goes to the full end...
You know, I was thinking that Babu should even go for presidency now, not to win, but to establish for.
Exactly.
Then also to establish a very strong opposition part from now on.
I believe this should happen. President Ruto immediately should call Winnie Odinga and should call Babu and do a shake-up of the cabinet, kidogo, and have this twin cabinet. Then he will have steadied the ship of ODM. 1. 2, this is of strategic importance that Babu will be effectively removed from MP position and will have to stick with the president and contest for governor as a minister. In the instance he gets it, as he's going to get it, sawa. Then, ikifika huko mbele, tena awache arudi. Siko naelewa.
Nakuona. Wewe nakuona
it's a very absolute approach. Because as you can only become a president from either parliament or from within the minister's circle. You cannot become president from governorship.
It can be
None
the
of
first
these
time.
governors will never be a president.
Can be the first time.
They're soiled.
Because if you look at in 2032, there's nobody who might be well deserving for that position, if not from this cadre. There's Babu, there's Dini Nyoro, there's Winnie, there's Akin Onyonka, there's whoever. Hapo
ndo kuna president.
Hapo ndo kuna president hapo for 2032.
Hapo ndo kuna president.
Like ukiona 2032 then una expect ati sijui akina nani. No. Ni hawa.
That's true. So Babu sits amongst them. And I heard him that day say Ndindi Nyoro akue deputy wake, si mbaya. But Ndindi Nyoro is also a good one, bro. Very good guy.
Ndindi Nyoro is fire.
Very fine.
This is what I was recommending. Yeah. Babu and Ndindi Nyoro to run for presidency 2027. Even if it doesn't, they will give the president now a run for his money. Then they will establish themselves for
2032.
32.
I agree.
But they have their own plans.
Let Babu go for governor. It's fine. Let Babu go for governor. Let Winnie contest for president in 2027.
Because even Ndindi Nyoro is going for governor.
Yeah, so let Winnie contest for presidency. Then 2032, she'll have had...
But Winnie for presidency now?
Yeah, now.
Personally,
if Ruto is sharp, let him... Not that he's sharp. I know he's sharp, of course. If he's brilliant, that is fair. Let him take Winnie as a minister. Atakuwa mpunguza makali yake for now.
Yeah, that can happen.
Yeah.
But Winnie for presidency 2027, I don't see it happening.
Raila contested for presidency in 1997. He came in third.
That was Raila.
Nani can also be third.
After who? Who's second?
Kalonzo.
Okay.
Niliona ulienda kufanya interview huko kwa United Opposition. Did he tell you that Nani will be their flag bearer?
Who?
Rigathi. Alikwambia Kalonzo atakuwa there.
No, that was the one. They were not even together then. They are not farmed up the United Opposition then. Yeah, then also we didn't.
But what do you think? Do you think genuinely Kalonzo can lead anything?
Yeah, Kalonzo can be president. For me, he's a viable
option amongst the worst.
He's a more level-headed leader. Like, he's not an impulsive person. And he's more of a... Ushaona leo baba wenye wanasemanga lakini situongee. Wala baba wanasema no, tulikuwa tumesema kabla tufanye hii tutalipa school fees ya watoto. Kabla tuende Mombasa. Now that is Kalonzo.
But the same Kalonzo unaweza mkanyagia ground hivi and he runs.
But now depends who the deputies.
Can you imagine Kalonzo being checked by Nani? This guy, this deputy, the former deputy, Rigathi. Itakuwa moto. I don't think if Kalonzo has any sound plan for Kenya. He's not said it. I don't think if he's any attractive in terms of for the young people.
He is. For the young people, he is. Actually, they are thinking let's do this.
But they're not taking voters cards and they're not registering as voters.
Let me do for you a simple thing.
Yeah.
Davido, end that poll and put it on the screen. As it stands now, so we end the other poll, then we put this other poll so we see. So who can lead ODM properly? Babu Owino is leading at 66%. Winnie Odinga is following at 22%. Oburu is at 6%, and Mama Aida is at 6%, respectively.
Very good.
Okay.
So hiyo ni sauti ya wananchi. I hope Oburu amesikia.
Okay. Aya, now 2027 presidency. Andika tu hivyo 2027 presidency. Andika Kalonzo Musioka. Andika Winnie Odinga.
Andika President Ruto.
I don't want to put Ruto in this, so we see who else can.
The alternative.
Yes, the alternatives.
Okay.
Yes.
Kuna Rigathi. Kuna Matiang'i.
Yeah. So, okay. Put Matiang'i, Kalonzo. We know Rigiji is not running. So why would you put him when he's not running? So Kalonzo, Matiang'i, Winnie. Who else is looking at that position? Ekuro Okot bado ako kwa
ile jamaa wa nini wapunda mzigo ama
Punda?
Is it called? Jimmy. Yeah, Jimmy is quite a good guy, by the way.
Yeah, put Jimmy. Put
in fact, for me, Jimmy is a very good option for the presidency. Yeah. The only challenge will be marooned by you know who.
Yeah. So put Jimmy. Those are 4. We need one more. It can't. It just takes 4. So 27 presidency. Kalonzo Musioka, Winnie Odinga, Fred Matiang'i, and Jimmy Wanjigi. All right. So let's see how that goes, and then now you can see.
I like this real-time kind of stuff.
Yeah, this one is live. Wanakwambia sayo unajua. And then, you know, I've engaged a couple of young people, and I always see they prefer Kalonzo. Then they also have this preference of Matiang'i. Yeah. But they have, because of this idea for Matiang'i is an Uhuru guy. And guys are like, oh, Uhuru is you guy, my guy. You know, so they're trying to go back. So there's that part as well. But they'll just let us just for now.
Kenyans should be careful never to go back to your exes. Once an ex, forever an ex.
Okay.
Uhuru left us in a bad position. High, dry. Yeah.
Okay.
And hangovered.
Wow. Okay. So the vote is there. Tafadhali, put your vote. Let's see. Who do you consider more? If the 4 of them were in the ballot, there's Kalonzo, there's Winnie, there's Matiang'i, there's Jimmy Wanjigi. Let us know. So while that is happening, Langata. Jalango is doing a good job there. He's doing a couple of things. Yeah. Basari, anajenga mashule pia, barabara, napiga kazi. Kwa ground is heavy, just like his name. But 2027, do you see him getting a second term? Also to add on that, there's been rumors of Eric Omondi also going for the same seat. What do you think?
Eric Omondi should immediately go for Kisumu Central seat and forget about Nairobi.
Kisumu Central.
He will win Kisumu Central seat.
There's no strong opponent there?
It is right now. It is the Oron who is going for governor. Then we have Ouda, former MP. Eric Omondi is a very exciting candidate. He may do well in Kisumu Central.
Okay.
Or he may go and fight it out with Octopizo in Kibera.
Mbona siende Embakasi East penye Babu anatoka?
Well, that's also an option.
Yeah, because who's going to take after Babu, surely?
Yeah.
And if Babu says, I'm leaving you,
after Babu, Tina Ogal.
Tina Ogal.
You know her? She's the head of Citizen Radio.
Yeah, I know Tina Ogal.
Yeah, Tina Ogal netachukua Embakasi.
Tina Ogal is going for Embakasi.
I can tell you, I can assure you, she's going to be the MP.
Oh, that's interesting. All the best. That's a lie.
Oh, he's saying that's a lie? Oh, you live in Embakasi? He doesn't like Tina Ogal, don't worry. It's a democracy.
Okay, but good stuff.
I think Eric Omondi could have a chance, yes, at Embakasi East as well.
Langata though, for Eric?
No, Langata no for Eric. Langata
Why not?
Itaenda kwa bus. Oh, jamaa itaenda bus. Jalango is going home.
Yeah, wacha.
Jalango is going home. He can take this recording and keep it somewhere, and then wait to compare what I'm saying versus the returning officer's report in 2027. It will be 9th of August 2027. Saa moja usiku. Nzaka side by side. Jalango, Felix, Abbas, ndani. Deal done.
Why? How?
Very easy, just like that.
Why?
Jalango has, in my view, he's lost touch with the people, largely. Plus, Abbas is very calculative and is more exciting than Jalango. Ile celebrity rush yenye wazee walikuwa nayo ya Jalango imedai. He's no longer a big celebrity that we used to say, watch out, our guy, you know. Then, his dalliance with Ruto, there's a team that has not forgiven him. Especially the original. Una watu wa kwanza walienda kwa Ruto. Hawajasamehewa.
But what Jalango did is what Baba did.
No, Baba
it's
is
just that
different.
he was like a month or 2 months before Baba.
Baba is different. You can't compare, bro. Even Jalango knows you can't compare.
No, but I'm saying...
In fact, Jalango, he explains very funnily. Sijui nilipigiwa simu na Ruto tukaenda State House, nikakutana na hao wase wengine walikuwa wamekaa hapo. I mean, you can tell that to a kindergarten child. They can believe you. Jalango is going home. Let's not believe about it. He's going home. Nairobi elects you not twice, once. Jalango, you're going home. 2027.
There are some leaders who've been elected a couple of times. Babu being one of them.
Like Antonio Luoch in Madare. That's
Babu
true.
also has been there a couple of times.
But Babu is phenomenal. Babu is not Jalango. Jalango is going home.
Oh, wow.
And if he makes it in 2027, I'll accept that I was wrong.
Now that 2027 is loading up, things are getting ready, guys are starting to hit the ground. Do you trust the IEBC to deliver credible?
Very much so. Absolutely, 100%.
Unaongea juu hawajakupatia nini?
No.
Hawajakupitisha kama candidate.
No. If 2022 was anything to go by, I remember I was in Azimio Secretariat, and we were on 13th of August, what was it? Yeah, 13th of August 2022. We were called in the morning and we were told, hey guys, come to the Secretariat. We want to find out some stuff. And we went and we were downloading forms from Central Kenya, and we wanted to see the mistakes that were there. I can tell you, I was doing Kiambu.
Okay.
The whole of Kiambu that we were given to check, I didn't find a single mistake. And so were my other colleagues who we were with at the Secretariat. Of course, to some level, I sense that Chebukati might have played some game, but also I want to give him the benefit of doubt. In that, the way he announced the results, there was no clear winner. Okay? There was no clear winner until the time of announcement, because at some moment, tuliona tu Bomas of Kenya, meza zinatolewa. Ile kitu yenye ilikuwa nini results ikastop. Unaelewa? Meza zikatolewa, then the next thing, choir sang endlessly. Then
I hope they were paid, man.
Yeah,
they really sang that
yeah,
day.
but there was a case, I think they were paid or something. Then, when some people tried to advise Jacom that let's take over, because we have Uhuru, Jacom refused, and he said, no. Chebukati did the right thing. It showed me something which people are not seeing. I don't choose to see his refusal to take up the position as stupidity or as weakness. I choose to see it for what he was doing, that he was giving Kenyans a chance to have the Kenyan dream where Obinna can one day contest for presidency and he wins, or is defeated and he concedes. Yeah.
You think so?
And 2022 was quite okay for me. And if by any standards, we want to use that to say IBC can either be good or bad, I think IBC did pretty well in 2022. And so I hope they'll do better in 2027. I don't think if kama kuna, because how many cases have gone to court for parliamentary elections? Near none, or one. If you look at MCAs, governors, that shows you something. Look at the legal case in court, hakuna.
But kuna ile nyoto nachokanga tu ile after elections nini, umespend do pressure, acha nimwachie ama unakuwa promise another position nini.
Hizo negotiation huwa zinafanyika, but here nini ati IBC inaweza cheza Tom and Jerry sioni.
So you feel IBC walifanya tu kitu fiti 2022? There was no discrepancies.
There could have been discrepancies here and there. Of course, there's nothing that is 100% perfect, but they were not substantial to tinker the total votes.
So akina Jalas na akina Babu akibeba zile mahote wakienda nayo.
That was a show.
Wow.
It's called exit strategy. You manage your supporters. You cannot have 8 million people voting for you or 7.9. Then you leave and say, tumeshindwa, then you say, tumeshindwa sawa sawa. No, you must.
So what you're claiming to say is this, if I'm getting you right. Baba was going to court knowing very well, ameshakubali ameshindwa, but anatu manage.
I would not say Baba was playing a kipindi in that context. It's somebody I revere. I would not say that about him. But I would say...
You wouldn't say, but is that what was happening?
Well, you could think of it as such, but I won't say.
Okay, so what you wouldn't say
yeah.
is that Baba knew
yeah.
that hii ni yote ya yenyewe hapa tumetandikwa, lakini wacha tu niende nipige masinema, but you wouldn't say.
I won't say that.
Okay. Also, I wouldn't ask.
Yeah, please don't ask.
All right. Hey. Now, bearing all this in mind, 2027, do you see President Ruto winning again?
He is going to win with a landslide. The only person who could have tinkered that thing is Baba.
How? How is he going to win?
Because let me tell you how it will have turned out. And that was one of the analyses I was really waiting to see come to pass.
Okay.
Because that one I would have put a feather on my heart, you know?
Okay.
In 2027, with Raila as a constant, we would have Kalonzo coming out as the candidate of the opposition. Then the three of them, none of them would obtain 50% plus one vote in the first round. So they'll go for a second round. And this is how it will turn out. Ruto would have the leading position, or a very slim margin over Kalonzo, or Kalonzo, a very slim margin over Ruto. Okay? Leaving Baba as the decider. For this reason, Baba had lost ground significantly in terms of this opposition politics. And so he was playing that thing that ODM was doing, where Sifuna was talking this side and Mbadi talking this side. So people are confused. So it divided the electorate, the supporters. And let's say either Kalonzo or Ruto would have had 21% of the votes, or let's say 38. Then the next one will have 16. Then the next one will have about 8 or 11. Then Baba will then decide who to work with. And that way is how I believe Kalonzo will have made it to presidency. Because Baba will support him for presidency. Okay? But I also believe Ruto is a man of his words. If he tells you to do something, he'll do it. And Baba already experienced that about him. He told him, I'll give you ministers, and he gave him ministers. Uhuru never gave Raila nothing. And so he won the trust of Raila. And Raila was a very trusting person. That Mama Ida told me, Raila is a very trusting person. One of his biggest undoings. He's a very easily trusting person. And you'd have made the option of, again, of deciding and supporting Ruto. And Ruto will become president for a second term. So it could go either way, because Raila was the deciding factor. And if Raila's history was anything to go by, then he could swing either way. He could either go back with Ruto or try a new one with Kalonzo. But Kalonzo would have had a very good chance in 2027. Now with the exit, 2027 is a landslide for Ruto. He's getting it for free. He'll only be competing against voter apathy. Because why would people be turning up to vote? Nothing. There's no competitor. Kalonzo sio mtu unaweza weka side by side na Ruto. Huwezi. Ruto ni mtu akona energy ingine wazimu. Yes, even you see the energy, you say, hey, boss. You know? Kalonzo bado ni wale decent of 207. Kalonzo ni vintage.
You know, Kalonzo is coming with the support of the United Opposition.
Which is?
Rigiji, the whole shebang, and probably they put Nani there to run with Kalonzo as a deputy.
Who?
The Kisi guy.
Matiang'i. Matiang'i can never run with Nani as a deputy. Can never run with
Kalonzo.
Kalonzo can never.
Why?
I want you to understand politics. If you understand politics in this country, you must understand that the presidency is a duopoly between Kikuyus and Kalenjin.
Okay.
For the rest of your life, understand that. Unless the framework changes significantly. Because these are the owners of the capital, the means of production. Kikuyu na Kalenjin. Itakuwa ina switch hivyo. If Ruto wanted, he could have taken a Mijikenda deputy president now. And he would not given a chicken's feet about...
So Kalonzo needs a Kikuyu.
Kalonzo can only be made president, which I doubt if it can happen. Because there's no... Let me edit. I don't think if there is that significant support.
We're editing it real time.
Yeah. I don't think if there's that significant support that can propel him to presidency.
But you're saying Babu can stand a chance of presidency in 2032.
Yeah.
But if the president is Kikuyu and Kalenjin, then
Yes.
how will Babu become president?
He'll be made president.
Or he'll be made?
Yeah. You can only become if you're made.
And you don't see Kalonzo being made?
No. If he could have been made, he could have been made already. Kalonzo is very, I don't know, I told you already.
Okay.
Ni mtu I inspire the capital protection. Unajua Ruto akikwambia hey, hiyo interest yako nita protect, uko sure. So unampatia do, unapatia support sababu uko sure he'll deliver. And politics is not about love. Politics ni interest. That's why Matiang'i is a protege of Uhuru Kenyatta. He'll never support Kalonzo. He'll never support these guys.
Do you think that Ruto has already gone back to Mount Kenya and they started embracing him back
Beautifully, he's doing it very well. Ruto is very strategic. And
Murima imeanza kumuchukua?
Yes, Ruto, does politics based on data. He does not do politics based on euphoria. By the time Ruto was very sure he was going to beat Raila, or he could have had a chance to beat Raila, he had calculated. Alishaona hapa naweza penya hapa. Hapa naweza penya. So now, he doesn't need the whole mountain. He's successfully driven a wedge between them and he's told them, there's Mount Kenya East and Mount Kenya West or whatever.
Okay.
Yeah, and the Mount Kenya, au wengine, Wataraka, they're the smallest, but they've been made useful.
Okay.
Yeah. So Ruto just needs the half of Mount Kenya or even just 40% and it's good to go.
But now there's this rumor that Kindiki is losing clout on ground.
No, he's doing very well on ground actually.
So hiyo ni maruma tu watu
Hizo ni
wanaongea,
rumor
lakini kwa ground Kindiki bado ni heavy.
Fanya, uliza si uja
Ni fire si fire.
Ni fire si fire. If he delivered Wamudende, Wamudende delivered him. That guy is now in parliament. UDA, when UDA ilikuwa megongwa bro, UDA could have never had a chance. But nani I'll deliver, who the president, Kindiki.
Oh. Wow.
Ruto will win. The only way Ruto would have lost is one, and I'm going to say this, but I know I'm going to get fire from my friends in government, is if Ruto decided to have the registration of voters online, and then elections done online, hiyo angeenda nyumbani. These majama they don't register as voters, they will not turn up to go and vote.
So you're banking on the ignorance of the Gen Zs?
Their willful failure to go and register as voters. That's the only way, unfortunately, to participate in 2027. So we'll have pockets of demonstration after the announcement of Ruto in 2027. Pockets. Because they'll be like, hey, Ruto again, for 5 years? No, they'll go demonstrate. But you'll find those who are demonstrating didn't go to vote. So the only solution for them, waende wachukue kura saa hizi, wajitayarishe 2027 simbali. Kama wataka participate, wapate candidate mzuri, sababu Kalonzo naye, sijui kama hiyo poll nasemaje, but sioni.
Haya, the poll, wacha pia mimi niwekele yangu hapa, nipatie nani.
I know who you're giving.
2027 presidency. Kalonzo Musioka is leading 41%. Winnie Odinga is 18%. But number 2 is Fred Matiang'i at 24%.
24%.
Yes. Then Winnie 18%, then Jimmy Wanjigi 17%.
So if Winnie and Wanjigi hold hands, it's a good one. Yeah. You know why? Wanjigi has a sound understanding of the economy, by the way.
Yeah. No, I've not hosted him, but I've seen his interviews. Then I've also hosted Wakili Willis, who is my Wakili. And he's told me about their manifestos.
Yeah,
then
the
I also
5 points.
normally host Nani here, who is like the Safina party spokesman.
Or Safina Pesa, Joaquim.
Joaquim is just Safina, breathes Safina, showers Safina.
He's experienced Safina in his breath.
Man.
So I believe it's good. If Winnie and Wanjigi are tailing at 18 and 17. 18 plus 17 ni ngapi?
Yeah, unataka wa join?
Ni?
In fact hata imechange. Kalonzo ako 41, Winnie 18, Wanjigi tena imerudi tena. Kuna time walikuwa 17, Matiang'i 18. Okay, wako 30 something.
Yeah. I think that's a good one for a start. If Winnie sustains a campaign between now and the next year with Wanjigi, she could make a statement.
Okay, so akwe running mate wa Wanjigi.
But unajua kura ipigwi kwa nini online.
That's true.
Kura inapigwa kwa polling station.
But it is a deep stick for what the feelings are.
Yeah.
You support the president. Why?
I support stability of the state.
Okay.
This is a problem I've had with my friend Jagero for a long time.
Okay.
Because many people think that I support Ruto and at the same time people are murdered in Nyalenda where I grew up in 2022, 2023. But let me tell you something. The nation is bigger than all of us.
Okay.
when we went for the Gen Z protest, I was sitting in Mombasa doing some training, especially the one that they breached parliament. I was like, we have a very team of useless MPs. That day I knew, because there's no way you could allow that thing to happen.
Okay.
Once the people have spoken, listen. So during that time, we were hanging by a whisker on the cliff.
Okay.
We could fall into Somalia type of thing, a failed state in 1990 something, yeah? And Kenyans tutaenda wapi? Hebu imagine venye wa Somalia wameteseka. Tumewa host wengine wao, wengine wameenda ugaibuni, wako sawa. And for that reason I said I will support the president, because I think it's his message which is not getting out right. He said that the president is working and we are not seeing, or he is not working and we are seeing. Okay? And I believe that Ruto needs to serve his 5 years, or if he's being removed, let it be procedural, like impeachment, nini. Let it be very procedural. Tusiende njia ya Biafra type of thing. And for that reason, I support the stability of the state. And who is the head of state at that time? He is President Ruto. I believe, Obinna, if I fail to support the president, if I wish him bad, then I'm also wishing myself bad. Because if the president fails, I'll fail. Clearly, if the president misbehaves today, and for example, declares a debt distress, and we are unable to pay our debt, your money in the bank will lose its value by 30% minimum. That's the failure of the president, which is affecting my money directly. Price of things to shoot. So I don't wish him to fail. For that reason, I support him. 2, I support the president because I also believe he's answered some childhood questions I had. Like 1, can anybody other than the dynasties become president in Kenya? He ticked that box for me. So I'm like, oh, I see hope. I can be a president someday. You can be a president, Obinna. I look at some of the capital investments he's doing in terms of the debt distress thing. We were amongst the 6 countries in Africa that IMF had given a warning in 2022 that we were going to enter debt default. And then we will lose our value of our currency. But Ruto, sijui ni miracle, sijui venye alifanya mpaka tukahepa hiyo debt thing. It's a miracle. I know even IMF inashangaa sana. But that shows brilliance. Ni street smart. 3, for that reason, I like him. 3, Ruto aliona venye hiyo Gen Z protest ilienda, and I think deep down he reflected, and he reached out to Raila. It is very rare to find a leader reaching across. Even if it is for self-preservation, it's okay. He reached across and said, can we come and talk? I saw somebody who cannot let us go left completely. And of course, by that time, he was also surrounded by fools. I believe you saw them. I don't want to mention names. These one who could go on media every time and talking about people, talking about how vijana, these Gen Zs, as who are eating fish fingers. Yeah? Ruto saw that these people are too loud in his ears, and he put them aside. You no longer hear them in public. And I can mention one confidently. You never hear Kimani Ichung'wah in public again, talking careless like he used to do. That is a good move by Ruto, whipping his team into order. You never hear his PA, again shouting left, right, and center. You never hear Sudi. That's a good thing he did, whipping your team to order. 4, nimetembea Kisumu bro, when I was young. Nilikuwa naona Ondiek Estate, Makasembo, ninashangaa mbona gava ili stop kujenga hizi manyumba. Sababu, these other people are paying like 2,100. Kama hizi manyumba zingejengwa more, hatungekuwa na slums. Because social housing is a responsibility of the government. Then Ruto akakam, within no time, naona ukienda Makasembo saa hizi, hey bro, shop juu. And then
this is a county thing.
Second?
It's a county thing.
Of course, but it was heavily supported by the president. Heavily.
Ukiangalia, it's supposed to be a county thing.
Yeah, it's supposed to be a county thing.
Amechukua like it's a national thing, but it's a county thing.
Yeah. Whether he's taken as is or not, let's look at the end goal. The end game here is that many more people are going to leave those shanties and move into affordable housing. Now walipa rent kidogo, but unaishi kwa nyumba inaenda kwa choo ndani ya nyumba. You get it? Unashawa ndani ya nyumba. Your dignity is restored. So kama in 3 years, jamaa amejenga, I think there are 190,000 houses. He said 250 per year, but of course not possible. Akajenga 190. At least he's done something. Ebu mpatie huyu jamaa 10 years taendelea na kitu. At least we shall have solved that thing. Me, I hope, I look forward to Kibera not being a slum.
You think that's possible?
It is possible. That Kibera land does not belong to anybody. Do you know that?
I know, and also the cartels that run that whole Kibera slum,
Yeah.
they're gonna be very hard to flush out and take over and
That's
tell.
okay, even if it means jailing some of them and wengine pia namna ile ni sawa. That's how governments work, but they go to Rwanda, uone kama kuna slum. Hakuna Kigali, hakuna slum. You need somebody who is ready to work. And Ruto is ready to work. Kalonzo utamkanyagia chini atakimbia.
Okay.
So, and for those reasons, and then fifth, I've told you, I think when I see Ruto with his political team, akiwa promise kitu he does. Me, I like such a leader. That's political honesty.
So you feel like the things he promised
He's
the
doing them.
Kenyans, he's done?
He's doing them. Rironi Mau Summit ndio simeanza kujengwa. Alisema SGR ile ya kuja Kisumu, si ndio ushasikia plan inaendelea. Hizo vitu alisema si anafanya, bro. What else has he not done?
The question that most people have is
Yeah.
the timing.
Of course.
The timing is somehow appropriate for the campaign season. People are like, hey, the economy has been kidogo tough, hapa hakuna pesa kwa mfuko. Even though I'm being told that our economy is doing well.
He's doing well now. True.
In the national level. But pesa mkononi, pesa mfukoni is zero. Then now people are feeling that the promises that he made is yet to deliver, but now is now when they're starting to launch a few projects. They just launched the roads, they're just doing a couple of things. Then there's Talanta Stadium, but there are also many other Talantas. There's a couple of dams, there's a couple of roads that he promised. He even promised Mambo and said that Mambo is now going to be empowered and much more, but they're not filling that in their pocket. What do you think about that?
Of course, there are things which he said he will do, and of course there are excuses, convenient excuses which I believe were made, but some of them let us also blame ourselves. Like for example, alisema Mambo atapatia do. Venye aliingia hivi alipatia na Hustler Fund, I think 9 billion or something, 6 billion or 9 billion, I'm not sure of the figure. See what walipata do?
People have a problem with the limits for Hustler Fund. The limit is 500 bob. They're asking, what can you do with 500 bob?
I agree, even me have an issue with it, but at least is it a step in the right direction?
And since you're talking about Hustler Funds, let me also throw in the Nyota program.
Yeah, that's I think where we need to talk about seriously. Let me tell you, I believe, I want to look at Nyota program in two ways. Way number one, Nyota program is a good idea because 20,000, 50,000 to somebody in Kabondo or in Magarini means a lot because people are chased from school for 3,000 shillings. Some people just need 5,000 bob kuchukua karai na ungangano ama na githeri na nini na pike nyoyo na kona hoteli. But I believe we can do much better. And I believe this is how we should improve it. First of all, it's good, but it's being implemented the very wrong way. It looks like a desperate attempt to support the needy. In that sense, in that point of view, it's fine. But for longevity, it's not sustainable. Because ukishapata 20,000 or 50, have you assessed what are the needs now? Because we need to assess Obinna in another 5 months or 6 months. Wase walireceive do, how are they doing? Okay? Because kama umenitumia do na niko na watoto wangapi? Watatu. Wanaenda seko. Na umetuma hii do kama watoto wanaenda seko. Most of this money has been yeah, haizienda kwa biz. So kuna wale exceptionals ambao itasaidia. Me this I would suggest to President Ruto and the whole government team. Look, 87% of the Kenyan economy is informal. We need to onboard this informal economy to the formal side. Ili tuwasaidie. Once we onboard just even 20% of this 87%, tutakuwa tumecreate chain employment. Na most of these guys who are 87% ambao wako informal, ndio wengi wao wanapata tena hii do. Unaelewa? Because zinakuja kwa sijui M-Pesa. If we formalize these businesses and provide business incubation services for them as Nyota program, as a matter of policy, tuseme business registration free. All these businesses will be registered very fast. Then tuseme tax, county license, stop it for 1 year. Wa register, wakati license for free the first year. Second year walipe 5,000 or half of whatever amount they should be paying. Third year ndio walipe full amount. Utakuwa umebank hawa wase, watakuwa kwa vitabu za gava, watakuwa able ku access loans za gava, hata loans za bank, you know. Because business is funded in two ways, equity or debt. Equity ni venye nimekana wewe unasema ni aje Odhiambo, hii show yangu ya Obinna Live nahitaji like more money to do ABCD, nipatie 10 million. Na kama niko nayo nakupatia. Nasema okay Obinna, nimekupatia 10, nitakula kwa dividends at the end of the year. Nipatie 10% share of your company. Sawa? That's one way, but that is not for advanced businesses like yours. For the wananchi, the common ones, they take it through debt. So unaenda kwa bank unaomba statement yangu ya M-Pesa ndio hii ni hivi, si unipatie Kalon. If we bank these people, if we register them, if we formalize them, then we will give them a sustainable front of earning for a long time. But hii nyota ya kupatiana hii, it sounds just like the name, it's a nyota. Not to say it's a bad thing. It's a good thing, but the implementation can be improved.
Okay. Hey, we've spoken about a bunch of things.
Thank you so
We've circled around and everything. I think we put a pin on it for now, because I see also Njiri na Salet wameshaingia.
Yeah.
However, I'll call you back now. Now we delve deeper in now what the government is doing and the programs. Because if we start talking about the programs, now Tramaliza.
Yeah.
That one I know we need like a whole hour to now start dissecting pole pole. But thank you so much for coming through.
Thank you so much.
There are people who are watching you. They want to know where to get you. How do they get a hold of you?
First of all, before I say that, I want to thank you very much. I've always been watching you as well. And of course, you're an inspiration.
Thank you.
I watch how you do your things. I've told you in person, again, I'll repeat. I love the way you father your children. It's amazing. It's an example to many people. And it's an encouragement. We look up to you in so many ways.
Asante.
Yeah. And of course, you've asked, what do? I do public speaking training. I do communication coaching. On Instagram, Odhiambo_PR. On LinkedIn, Odhiambo Brian Otieno. On Facebook, Odhiambo Brian Otieno. But most importantly, on my website, www.odhiambo.otieno.com. Should I give my number? I think it's dangerous.
It's very dangerous.
Yeah, let me
very
leave it at
dangerous.
that. But yeah, we can
The
talk
serious ones will find you.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for watching. Remember to comment, like, and subscribe. Mazee, tuambie kunaendaje, hata ka comment hapo nini nini. I'm coming up next with Onjiri and Salad. Then after that one, we have Mike Check Podcast. Then after that one, we have Kolo Blue. We want to talk about iShow Speed. And then we have True Fena Mudoni's, the whole shebang. See you in a short while.